Hey Wanderers, this is Arlo, the producer of your favorite podcast, The Wondering Dutchmen. In this episode 121, the boys have a banger episode for you. On this episode, we're going to discuss topics such as pooping in public, milkshakes, live TV, investigative journalism, 21st century vehicle amenities, and animal understanding. The show also features the Merkley & Sons Choice Cuts Questions of the Week. Tune in for a lively discussion and a great time. This episode is brought to you by Velpen Disposal. Spring is here and you know what that means. Time to get rid of all the junk you've accumulated since last spring cleaning. Now is the time to call Velpen Trucking and Disposal, your full-service, locally owned and operated waste hauling and disposal company. Family owned and operated since 1999, Velpen takes pride in providing high-quality services to their customers. For your spring cleaning project or projects, Velpen Trucking and Disposal can bring a roll-off container to fit your needs. Velpen's roll-off container sizes include 20, 30, and 40 cubic yards, with compactor services also available. Contact our friends at Velpen today at 812-354-3280 to learn more about their services and to get started on your spring cleaning project.
The Wondering Dutchmen podcast,
where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wandering Dutchman podcast coming to you from our buddy Smokers Lounge.
Here we go.
What the heck number are we even on?
121.
120.
And I got through that ad read without stuttering and stammering.
You did a great
you
job.
did a great job, buddy.
Make it natural.
You're getting
big
better.
Big thanks to our friends there at Velpen Disposal. We've got their rollaway in here. Smoke's just got the fireplace, the imaginary fireplace churning.
Yeah, the green
We didn't want to melt.
Imaginary melt it.
Yeah, we didn't want to imaginary melt
Fake
that.
melt.
But thanks to Chops and the boys for their support. Get that spring cleaning project done. I mean, we've all got them. We've all got stuff we need to throw away. Yeah.
So the other side of Smokers Lounge.
You know,
No
I talked to a guy at Velpen this week. I guess they do some work for the city or something like that. So, or like, I guess that's who their trash services are through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
All
I
of
stopped
it
and talked to them. They were nice guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
They got a lot of guys. We see a lot of them out on the street, and we kind of know it's always on a wave and hey, and how's it going, and stuff like that. So it's kind of a
Yeah. The guy I talked to seemed like a nice guy.
oh yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
They put up with a lot of trash.
Oh, he made one of them funnies, didn't he? Didn't know we had a comedian.
That's right.
Mace, how's your week been?
Oh boy. Well, as you can see, I went to Maxie's barbershop.
Looks good, buddy.
I got her peeled off, boys.
You really got the ears lowered.
I did. I got her peeled off. It's time to start transitioning into warmer weather, physical working readiness.
Yep, I'm going to be wearing a ponytail of some sort more often, I'd say.
Yeah. So I
Don't
had
need to keep the neck warm.
with me, sweat is an issue, and
yeah.
hair is just. It gets to a point where I got to peel her off, and that's what I did. I just decided
good,
the other
buddy.
day, Wednesday.
Yeah, it looks real good.
Yeah, went to the barber
Hey,
shop.
good
got
news
her-
is, Arlo, I stay ready for that weather all the time.
not much haircuts for old Casey.
Lindemann's had that same haircut since '87.
Yeah. I 3 times a week
Hell
get her
yeah.
cut 3 times
Do you
a week.
have
really?
Do you have a skull
Monday,
shaver?
Wednesday, Friday.
Wow. You got a skull shaver, or you just go old school?
Just razor. Yeah.
Guy I work
wait,
with.
you do. I just realized that you have a shaved head. I'm sorry. That took me.
We always
that
wears a
took-
hat.
That took me a hot minute.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, it just clicked. So
Yeah.
Anyway,
Gotcha.
Sorry,
I was like,
I'll
you've had that
drink.
same haircut since '87. Like,
No,
Yeah,
you
you're
definitely
born
had
with it.
beautiful. When we started drinking beer on the hill,
yeah.
like you had hair. You know that's a testament of how long we've been.
Yeah.
We've
so
been-
it'd
we've been
be
throwing 'em
over
down.
7 years.
Yeah.
And I interrupted Big Mace, so I
There we
drank.
go.
Attaboy.
There we go.
You know,
I think
it felt good to do a little reversal. You know,
I'm really going to work on that this week.
Reversals?
No.
Got it.
The interruption thing. So
Smoke, how's your week going?
Well, 2:30 this afternoon, I strolled down to Memorial Hospital's home
Oh boy.
sleep healthcare lounge. And I got my fighter pilot mask.
What? I don't remember what did the text. What did the text?
So I was in there and
Gold Squadron.
gold leader.
Arlo, will there be any way for you to post that picture with this episode
we
as
can
he
cut
brings it
in.
up?
We
Because
can
that's
cut it in.
I
hilarious.
got a
can just-
spinny doodad on the top for my hose so I don't get it wrapped around my neck.
We'll get that taken care of.
Yeah.
For all you wanderers listening, you'll be able to get a good view of Gold Squadron leader here.
Other than that, Will, the littlest one, he was supposed to have his first ever T-ball practice today. Rained him out.
Son of a gun.
Yeah, so he
Hey.
had 2 shots a day from the doctor, and the only thing making him happy was he finally was going to get to play baseball.
And then wham. Big.
But that's good.
fat-
Life's going to do that to you, son.
Yeah,
so
big
just get
fat
used to
dose
it.
of reality. That's right.
But other than that,
I forgot.
pretty.
Max had his first
Don't worry
baseball
about what the hell I had to say.
practice. God damn it.
Arlo, take a drink.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to capitalize on the
know,
baseball
I
thing.
know,
Yeah,
man.
Max
Give
had
me
his
a hard
first one
time.
too. So.
That's all I had.
All right.
anyway.
Yeah, not much here. Just baseball and officially not a full-time, living at 1025. Just it's out a baseball field or
Yeah.
a gym somewhere or work or here or
Sleeping in your car.
Attaboy. So we're all good there. Just busy.
Hell yeah.
All
Busy
right.
bees.
What
Time
you
to
got?
buckle
First
up.
one.
Buckle up. Buckle
We were
up.
going to ask
buckle up.
Carlo how his week
Oh,
went.
shoot. Arlo, your week, how is it?
Oh, it's busy. Work is crazy this week. But yeah, I'm good. Other than
Yeah,
that,
that's
hey,
good.
that's normal, right? Feels
Yeah,
good. Time,
life.
Time flies.
Yeah,
Look at that.
literally.
Bunch of busy little bees in here.
Look at us go.
Yeah.
Well, let's just jump right into hour one then.
Let's get it going here,
Yeah.
boys.
Let's do
Giddy
it.
up. Buckle up.
And hour one is brought to you by our friends at Krieg Insurance.
Old Creek dog.
Are you looking for health or life insurance coverage that's tailored to your needs? Well, look no further than Krieg Insurance, where owner Matt Krieg specializes in health and life insurance products. With Matt's personalized approach, you can be confident that you're getting the coverage that's right for you. Now, Matt doesn't just sell policies, he builds lasting relationships with his clients. He's committed to being there for you when you need him most, whether it's helping you navigate a complex claims process or answering your insurance questions. So why wait? Give Matt a call today and see how Krieg Insurance can help protect you and your loved ones.
Yeah, there we go.
I appreciate you.
You know,
Matt.
of course, tell him the Dutchman sent you.
Oh, yeah, you got to let him know.
Well, and, let him know that there's more people that probably wear 2XL and larger shirts than what he thinks.
Yeah, we're definitely a multi-X podcast here.
Yeah, that is very
In
true.
the shirts division,
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
not
Yeah.
the content.
Yeah, that's true.
Yet.
Oh, yeah.
Yet.
Yeah, no X's in the content.
Hey,
All right,
speaking
fellas.
of
Go
content,
ahead.
do we want to let a little cat out of the bag?
Oh, well, I mean,
Which cat?
the fact that we put in a little work already this week.
Oh,
Yeah.
that cat.
We got a great
That's
interview.
a teaser. We got so many cats in bags around here. The Humane Society would flip out.
Oh, God.
Easy. There's one thing. Hey, I will tell you.
There's one thing you don't want to piss off.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I've had more people show up for animal abuse and neglect cases than what I had would show up for a child abuse situation
Like
or
with the ASPCA?
child molestation. Yeah, it's wild.
In the arms of an angel.
It's really kind of sad. Like
I can't hardly watch them commercials, dude.
I look at Monty and Murphy and I say,
Oh.
"You guys don't shape up. That's you."
You some bitches got it made.
I think for me,
Piss
it
on
was,
the floor
I
one
don't
more
know.
time.
I was a dog guy until I had kids, and maybe there's just a certain amount of love in this grumpy ass old heart. And takes all I got for them boys
You have
in there.
only a certain amount of F's to give, and they are full.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dre and Dixie Girl.
Yeah.
Now,
Well-
I like to cuddle with the dogs when it's nighttime, but when they're jumping around, chasing UPS drivers,
Oh, and the cats.
shitting on the floor, chewing cats up. They don't chew the cats up, but
Oh, God.
they act like they would till they're in the shop, and then they just sniff butts and act like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Those dogs are all barking, no bite.
Until someday they do bite, and then some attorney will get this and be like,
Well,
That's why
I
there's
had
a
to-
message out there: beware of dogs.
I had to get rid of we had to rehome one because of that. Yeah.
"Yeah,
It's a thing, man. It's an animal. All right, this topic. Wanderers and folks at home.
Folks at home.
Folks at home, folks at home. We're going somewhere we haven't been in a while. We're going back to the bathroom.
Back to the stall.
I had an opportunity to do some thinking today while on the stool. While I was on a break. Like it was a scheduled it was a scheduled break. It was a scheduled break.
You know how he puts that in there, Arlo. Scheduled break.
It was a scheduled break. This
A
was
sanctioned time of reflection.
Yes, this was a non-emergent visit to my office. And I was, scrolling through the tweeters and the Facebooks and all that jazz, going ahead and making my deposit. And another individual that will remain nameless, he comes in because we're a 2-stall locker room there. Yep. And like I said, the guy that will remain nameless, he comes in, and we're in a blue collar world or a white collar, any collar working.
All collars poop.
Yeah, everybody poops, like that's a thing, but very tight knit group. We spend a lot of time together.
Y'all talk while you're on the. We had this conversation at work, and I do not condone that.
I do not. I'm not a big fan of talking to my neighbor while we're going, unless my topic reads pooping in public. How do you handle it if you know it's going to be loud? And I say that because I'm sitting there reading the tweeters. An old boy walks in, shuts the stall door. You hear we all wear keys, they're jingle jangle, and they hit the ground, and he's not an ass gasket guy. Have you ever people that do that?
I used to be an ass gasket guy.
Are you an ass gasket guy? Do you know what that means?
Yeah, I just sit on the toilet.
No way, dude. I ain't got time for that. Like
For me, that's situational.
True. I'll give you that. Yes. Like if you're in a nasty old, shitbox gas station somewhere, probably going to spend the time.
But if you're at a Buc-ee's, it's just cheeks on the seat.
Amen.
Yeah.
Or in our case, which is now a weekly thing, that our stools are getting polished. Like we've implemented some new rules to where, like, our bathroom is spick and span.
What do you use to polish your seats?
Well,
it's toilet polish. You don't have toilet polish?
I thought maybe they were using Mothers, making them puppies shine.
Hey,
baby.
be careful. I'd hate for you to put your cheeks on
Slide
there and slide right on like the Dukes of Hazzard.
Hey, but anyway.
That's a product idea for Mothers.
Amen.
Mother's toilet polish. We got you.
So this guy sits down, dude, and I'm telling you what, it is the most audible, just blowout explosion with the harmonics of the bowl that really,
Jesus.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I knew that I was going to get this. Like, Jesus Christ, this is awful. But it's a real thing, right? Okay. And there is certain people in this world that I know that will literally sit there and bite their lip and hold it and squeeze and clench and do everything they can do until they know that there's not another soul in that bathroom. Get out of here.
Yeah, but he doesn't like to pee anywhere else but home.
All
so
right.
why would you be surprised?
So
by
I work.
this?
Well, one of my other colleagues is the same way. When we were talking about that, because after this whole thing came out, like, I was like, because I immediately commented. I closed the old tweeter out and I said, "Son of a bitch! Did you get?"
See, I would have a stroke.
Did you just get hang
That's why-
time? I think I just seen your feet leave the ground. I think you just hovered over the shitter there.
That's exactly why I wait until everybody's
guacamole,
gone.
bud. And I was like, what did you eat? Like freaking beans on steroids or a 5-gallon bucket of broccoli or something? Because that was all air. And it's just like one of those things. So moving forward on that. God damn! Don't have a freaking heart attack, Dave. My wife has told me stories about her being in the same situation and being like, girls have to sit in the stall to pee, of course, and just like hearing people down, like whether it's at the mall or wherever, you go to the bathroom and it's like some people don't give a shit. Like they go to the bathroom and just let her eat. And other people's are like Dave said, like you're full clench trying to do everything you can do. Or I've even heard some people go as far as like putting toilet paper in the pot, like on the top of the water, like floating
like
toilet
So
paper.
there's no splash?
Yeah, or there's no noise of
I don't think that would work.
said
as a
deposit
silencer.
hitting the water. And I don't know. That's what I say. How do you handle?
Where do you stand?
Oh, I let her rip. I am a full blown get in there, get after it, and get done. Because you don't want to sit there too long. Because if you do, I mean,
You get the shithouse polio,
yeah, or
where your legs don't work when you try to stand up.
oh boy. I mean, that's just when your legs go to sleep. But I mean, if you sit there too long, you get roids and everything else. There's a lot of pressure and stuff. You don't want to do that. But I am a let her rip. Dave, you're a
I don't like anybody else to be like if I walk in, unless it's like a real close to time situation. If there's anybody else in there, I just turn around and walk back at a different time to see if it's
goodness. Casey,
I'm so regular that it doesn't happen out in public. Like it's a morning and
what's that
set
like?
your clock by it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's normal, I guess. I don't know.
Unbelievable.
I mean,
You're a big Metamucil guy.
Yeah.
See,
I was
lowered my
supposed to-
cholesterol.
I got to get on the train. So I did for a long time, and then I should do. Do you do the drink or do you
Yeah.
do the gummy?
I do the drink, 8 ounces in the morning, and then try to do 8 ounces in the evening.
I should do that. Like I should do that with my when I take my medicine because like I've been
No, you don't want to because the Metamucil will interact with the medicine. Like
All
it warns you-
medicines?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to look because I know old Papa Frank. He used to take his pills with it.
Yeah.
but it interacts with some of them.
because
but I
I'm a
don't know
daily
what.
I'm a daily pill guy.
Sounds like I'd be doing 16 ounces at lunch
Oh boy.
instead of 8 in the morning and 8 in the evening.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like that's something I need to permanently attach to my
But
schedule.
I mean, the way I look at it, like you go into the bathroom,
mean, you're
everybody
going-
knows what you do in
yeah,
there.
like
I don't get
good
it.
Grief.
I mean, everybody go. It's just, I don't know. It weirds me out.
Okay.
It's funny that this topic comes up because there was a situation today. I was leaving to come home, and one of the guys that's a steward down in the kitchen area,
A steward.
yeah, he walks in and I was standing there at the urinal and I said, "Hey, how are
Uranus.
you?" He's like, "Good, I'm good." And kind of as he was getting ready to pee, he had a little fart. He did, and so next thing you know, he's finished peeing, turns around and kind of awkwardly walks back into the stall and drops trowel. He must have. There must
He
have
must
been
have broke something loose.
Must have been a surprise.
There was one honking for the right of way. That's what it was.
It was. But I mean, he did.
What? You never heard that?
He got all up to the urinal there with all the confidence in the world, and I heard the little, and then like he stopped talking, and he finished peeing, and the next thing you know, he kind of shimmied
boy.
on back, and then
If
Heard
I
the
had to
belt hit the
start a
ground.
coalition, like if I had to start a coalition, I would be like a pro, like let her fly, like a fart. I get so much fun. I think it is so funny, like when people fart in public.
I don't know why I think that's funny.
I do. Don't you think it's funny? Like if let's just say you were cruising through the aisle at Target, or we're just going here and we're and you're at a comfortable, like if you see those what's the famous prank guy that does the
Ashton Kutcher.
no
That's who I
that's
was
the
thinking.
show, yeah, but there's another dude that he makes the fart videos. He goes through the aisles with the fart machine, and it's like, you know what I mean? And the people are like, you just shitted on me. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But I don't want to do that. But like, if you're over there looking at the Prego and I'm up here looking at the noodles and you let one eat, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to say like, good one or something like that. Like
You're going to diffuse the
oh
situation.
yeah. Like I'm going to
No, he's going to
eliminate.
create a situation.
There you go. And that's the thing.
Not
my wife-
diffuse. Create.
So that's the thing that the warden would tell me. She said, I would think that I am eliminating the awkwardness,
No, you're enhancing it.
Exactly. That's what's.
But I feel like
Justine
not
says.
acknowledging it is.
Sometimes something, that old expression, some things are left better unsaid. That's one of them.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and most people would.
And the way people are today,
Oh yeah,
with
you might get
stress and
shot or something.
well, either that or just told what you could do.
Yeah, go get bent.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
So
Yeah, no. So that
I'm
was
not a fan of farts.
you're not
No, I get mild anxiety. Like if I can smell
mild
someone else's-
anxiety.
mild anxiety. There ain't nothing mild
can't-
about you, man.
Like I just can't help but think anymore. I used to not, but like now that I think it's just something happened
Oh no.
with my age.
Oh, your
But
SAS
now-
valve.
Well, no, now
Is your SAS valve getting
like
weak?
if I can smell it, all I can think of is that was just on somebody's asshole. Like
oh boy,
I don't know, like I'm a germaphobe.
There's that old hippie, like that whole rethinking of life deal there.
It might
Arlo,
be.
did you catch that SAS valve? Do you know what the SAS valve is? Did
No.
you know you
No.
have that?
Go ahead and tell
it
me.
It stands for shit air separator. SAS. Did you know that? Like your SAS valve?
you've got too much time on your hands.
No, I worked in a coal mine for 15 years, and all we did was make coal and talk on the radio.
Well, you didn't make coal. That was already you
Well,
cultivated.
Hey,
Yeah.
Harvested.
I'm also full of useless
Coal
information, and I think I was actually on the Dutchman Facebook account the other day,
Yeah.
and this video popped up, and it was a reel. It's quick, and it said, "Hey, did you know your body has a built-in, basically identifier if it's solids or gas?
Oh, yeah.
so it lets you decide if it's a fart or if
The
it's poop."
SAS valve.
Well, I mean, I don't think they
What?
call it the
Well,
SAS
now
valve.
it
but
is.
It's a real.
I mean,
it's a
that's what I
real,
call it.
it
That's what
is.
we call it.
real thing.
What,
Yeah.
what I don't understand.
Your
The
body
shit
knows
air
if
separator.
it's gas or solids. It 100% knows.
You know, when you.
Internally. I
Internally.
was stuck on the smells thing.
That's how
No,
your brain
not the
lets a
smells.
fart rip versus
Yeah.
pooping.
Like if you ate a big batch of
poop.
if you ate a big batch of hot wings, you know what I mean, and then like, oh man, I'm gonna really lean over and let this one fly, and then all of a sudden like, oh,
Yeah. Oh,
there's a
Shit air separator.
yeah,
That's what
the
you
SAS valve.
SAS valve.
But anyway, I don't
I'll
know.
be. I
I
like
think
it.
some people think that when they get in that awkward situation, I guess I'm saying what I'm trying to make. Don't feel awkward about it. You know what I mean? Like if you go in the bathroom to take it.
Perfectly natural.
Yeah, if you go in the
I
bathroom.
can tell you when I started feeling awkward about it.
Okay, well, talk into your mic and tell me.
Trip to California to get my buddy's little brother
Okay.
because I didn't poop anywhere then, but we were gone
Oh
for
my
like
God.
7 days.
Oh my God.
So we're coming back through Kansas, and we hit this truck stop. No, we're on the way out. It was New Mexico. And I was in the stall. We'd had hot wings the night before,
Unreal.
and I just couldn't help it. It was just going crazy, and there was this Hispanic feller in there that was not
Hispanic.
happy. I don't know what he was
He was
saying.
unhappy that you were using the restroom as what the restroom was intended to be used for.
Yeah, like I
Wow.
think I put a damper on his day.
I'm pro letter fly, and that's just kind of what I want this to bring my topic full circle. That's where I'm at. Like if you go to the bathroom and you know it's going to be you're going to rumble the stall walls, let her eat.
yeah. I mean, you're doing the Lord's work there.
That's right. That's right.
I feel like
Amen.
you love this topic.
No, it just that horse has been beat, dead.
Not
I
in
get
this
it.
episode though.
Not on this one.
It's another day, Casey.
Another day.
Yeah.
No, I just don't think too much about it.
He's not a really exciting pooper, I mean, this
Yeah,
whole
just-
set your clock and
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
he's never had to run and beat on the door for somebody to
Oh
open
my
it.
God.
Somebody to open
yeah.
it. And,
No, it's
yeah.
You must be a lot more mature than the rest of us because I find a lot of joy in it.
I do
so-
too.
Yeah.
hey,
Poop talk is
hey,
hilarious.
you might be onto something there.
Is that
You
what it
might
is?
be onto something there.
Yeah.
So, all
Is that a
right,
subtle flex?
It might have been
a little bit.
What?
I'm more mature than you pieces
Mature.
of shit.
Mature. I love that.
Mature.
Amateurs. I love that.
Amateur.
All right, big dog. What you got?
So the other day, I'll set the story up here a little bit. I think it was last week, Friday or Saturday. Janelle and I didn't feel like cooking, so I made a little trip Saturday because we got meat. So Saturday.
I love getting meat.
And
Yeah, you
we I headed to Arby's, and they've got their
They got the
mint
meats.
milkshake going on right now.
Oh, boy.
And so I got it thinking I would share it with my wife. It didn't make it home.
Idiot.
It didn't make it home. And as I was inhaling this mint milkshake, I thought, you know what? I think milkshakes are an underrated dessert that doesn't get the credit it deserves. So I just, you guys in or out on milkshakes? Do you have a favorite? Favorite flavor, and just kind of lay it out a little bit.
Wow. Want to
I'll
go first?
Yeah,
Arlo?
sure. Yeah. I think I'm lactose intolerant because every time I have a milk product, it's usually we go back to topic one. So I'm going to say pass. That's
Hey, that's okay. I
that's
feel
where
bad for you, but
that's where I say.
Man.
Well, I have some pretty funny stories.
Like all
so.
milk products, like yogurt, cottage cheese,
Yogurt.
all
You
part
ever
of the
catch that? I
lactose.
love how you say yogurt.
Yeah.
Why?
What? What'd you say?
I just love
Yogurt?
how you say yogurt.
He said it right.
Who?
Yogurt?
Yogurt? Yeah.
Yogurt. Sometimes you say yogurt,
Oh,
but that's okay. I just love that. It's one of those fun words to say. Yogurt. Or like bungalow.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
So
See, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
See?
that's the beauty of it.
Yogurt
lactose
bungalow.
intolerant.
I mean, like a couple weeks ago, I went to a basketball game and I had to ride in the car, and I knew it was going to be a late night, so I cranked one of these little Dunkin' like coffee and milk cans from a
that's
gas
because of
station.
caffeine. That's why you shit your brains out on that.
No. It wasn't that. It literally made my stomach churn.
Because Arlo's a big coffee guy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah, he is.
How do you
Yeah.
drink your coffee? Black.
That baby.
But
I think we're all black, huh?
I'm back to it.
What?
Well, I had
Did you dip your toes in the princess waters?
here's what happened.
Aw, how cute.
I made a push to try to reduce the artificial sweeteners I was intaking because I was a sweet and low guy.
Yeah.
2 sweet and lows and then done.
you've always been that way.
Yeah. And so that's how I've always drank it. That's how old Papa Frank used to drink it. God. And
Poor guy.
I got into like all natural, like French vanilla creamer that just milk, sugar,
Yeah,
cream.
yeah.
And then I realized that it was like 35 calories a tablespoon. And of course, you don't just put one
And
tablespoon
you're putting
in.
35, 40
So
tablespoons.
you're
Yeah.
making like a coffee milkshake.
Yeah,
That is
pretty dang
lit-
close.
God, you and me, same wavelength. Yeah. I work with a guy that's like that. Oh, Cesar, our buddy. That stuff is like oh God,
Sugar
it's
high.
so good.
So now,
Cocaine, yeah, it's good.
so now I've instead of using like 2 sweet and lows for a cup, I throw one in just a little bit to.
yeah.
But yeah, so
I know we went from milkshakes to coffee, but I love the bitter. I think I like the bitterness of just
I just like black.
straight up black coffee. My tongue,
I'll put a couple ice cubes in because I'm impatient.
amen. I was literally my tongue. God, we're on one tonight.
Yeah.
My tongue is still fried from Tuesday morning. I think it was. Like I had. We get there, we clock in, we pour a cup, we go out in the shop and get ready to stretch and start the day.
I
We
think
do
it's
stretch.
wild. You guys stretch.
That's good.
I
You know,
think
we're
everybody
why
laborers.
is that
stretches.
wild?
I just
We're laborers, and we
Yeah.
we do it every day.
Hey,
we have for like
not
2.5
not the city
years.
I worked for back
They-
in the day.
No,
They-
no way, man.
Don't they stretch at Toyota?
Oh God,
they
they
stretch
stretch
at
at Master
Kimball.
Brand.
Kimball
My
stretch.
mom used to have
Everybody
to do
stretches.
cows
I
Everybody
before hitting the
stretches.
factory.
Yeah.
Casey,
Everybody
get on
stretches.
board, all right?
But
Yeah,
anyway,
I
so
will.
we get our cup,
Calisthenics.
we head out to the shop, get our stretches in, and get ready to get after it. And I had finished my cup. We're crack sealing now, so we went back to. I went back.
By the way, is that not just the most useless thing to do?
I mean,
Because in the summertime, you pull that hot tar back out when the road gets hot, and you just make the hole bigger. Right?
no, that's wrong. Because in the summertime, the cracks actually close. When
Coefficient of thermal expansion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So
But you still
that's why
take
we-
it out.
No, we
and
don't
then in
take
the winter,
nothing out.
No. I'm saying when people drive over it, they pull it back up when it gets hot.
No. You know what the temperature of that has to be in order for that to liquefy, that crack seal?
215 degrees.
No way.
Probably in the fives.
No, it's like 350, 375, 380, like almost 400 degrees for that stuff to track. That's not tar. Tar, on the other hand, like what you're thinking.
Yeah.
So Durapatch is more of like a tar-like material that the state and the
I don't
county
think
and
that
stuff
works very well either.
No, it don't. But the stuff we use is actually like a
because they
Seal
do
Pro.
it here in the springtime, and it's like you don't.
Yeah.
The road's gonna still be moving anyways. Is it?
The science behind this shit would blow your mind. But anyway,
There ain't nobody around here that can make roads worth of shit.
you're
'cause
right. You're right. Anyway, so I went back over to the crack sealer because we have to like do some like pre-trip inspection type stuff. Finished my cup, went back, got me another cup. We were getting ready to head out, subconsciously thinking that my original cup was still
in your
there.
hand, yeah.
And I freaking slugged that son of a bitch back and was like, I just spit it out on the ground, and everybody looked at me like, "What in the fuck is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "The coffee's so hot," and my tongue's still fried. And that was like 2 days ago.
Well, you know how
cup
to.
of coffee though, didn't you?
Oh God, hell yeah! I just took the lid off and let her sit for a few minutes.
So back to milkshakes. Arlo's lactose intolerant, so
Strawberry,
he doesn't go there.
Strawberry all day.
Anywhere from anywhere particular.
No way. Anyway, I mean, if we're going straight ass milkshakes,
Yeah.
I mean, golly, there's so many different fancy, like not original OG milkshakes. Like you got your Blizzards, you got your mocha lattes.
I was just getting ready to say, I think that I would almost throw a Blizzard in close to the milkshake.
Well, no, because you can't drink a Blizzard with a straw.
Some of the milkshakes anymore you can't, like at the McD's.
True.
A Frosty's right there in the middle, but
So
I'd call that a milkshake.
so let's just say this. So our local ice cream store down the road
Yeah,
here.
opening up soon.
Yeah, like this weekend.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow actually.
Oh yeah, the 17th. So
Yes.
we're recording this on March 16th.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Yeah. Woo! For all you fake Irish people.
Yeah, exactly. So they have a snowstorm. Culver's has their cement mixer. Wendy's has their Blizzard. And then
Dairy Queen has their Blizzard.
Yeah. Wendy's has the Frosty.
Yeah.
And all these other mumbo jumbos, right? So if I'm going straight ass
Milkshakes. We're only on milkshakes.
yeah, I'm going strawberry, and I don't care where it's from, and I'm getting a straw and a spoon, and I
Oh.
don't care if it's got whipped cream or not.
Yeah. Smoke, what about you?
I don't like whipped cream, and I don't like cherries. I always go chocolate or vanilla. I love strawberry milkshakes, but I've had some bad ones.
Oh yeah.
And I always worry about getting the bad one.
Well, I
enough
think
that-
what happens is because they use frozen strawberries.
Or it's too strawberry.
Right.
More syrupy like.
Yeah, and those suck ass. You don't want those. It's
That's-
just a perfect amount of strawberry.
And that's why I steer clear of the
Yeah,
strawberries
'cause
because it's hard to screw up a chocolate.
I was just getting ready to say it's tough to screw up chocolate.
I am so I like the mint, but I'm a big mint guy. I like mint.
Not me.
I'm a mint Oreo Blizzards. I
Get
get
out of here. You eat Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies?
Oh my god!
God
I can
dang
eat them
it.
by the sleeve.
Hey, you and Justine, you come down and hang out.
Yeah.
And I'll go sit in the peanut butter patty party over here
Yeah.
somewhere else.
But so this is going to be kind of shocking, but a banana milkshake from Rally's
No!
is probably one of my favorites. When I was in college and we'd go to Rally's, probably at 2 or 3 in the morning, like you'd get your Rally's and the last thing would be a banana milkshake.
Oh,
and I
no.
love it. That's the only place where I've ever gotten
Oh,
them.
no.
But like, I'm probably more of a vanilla milkshake guy.
I'm out.
Strawberry is another flavor, but yeah, I just
Banana?
yeah.
I can't let that one go. A guy I work with, my best buddy Austin, he is huge on the bananas. Banana pudding, banana moon pies,
Yep.
banana
Yep, love it all.
banana bread, banana.
Yeah,
And I don't like it.
probably one of my second.
I think my dad eats banana ice cream at the old Skeeter Fest.
Oh,
there.
really?
He always goes after the banana ice cream.
Which, by the way, speaking of Skeeter Fest,
Yeah.
there may be an offer coming across our table to be some official ice cream taste testers.
Oh my!
I'm negotiating the deal.
Count me out.
I got. Hey, we could go down.
unless they got a
we
hell
could
of
go
a
down the
bathroom.
road. We could go down the road and do some Dole Whip stuff.
Yeah,
See,
get
now-
some Dole Whip.
You know
Orange
what?
Dole Whip
and
is
they
the
actually
shit.
open
Yeah, dude.
tomorrow. That's their.
Yeah.
So that'll be the what 17th.
17th, yeah.
17th.
Just said that.
And I do.
Hey, buckle
Smoke.
up. Buckle up.
Smoke. He's had a
doing
rough
great.
week.
He's doing great.
He's had a rough
Hey.
week.
It's all right.
Listen here. Do you ever have a word in your head and then your brain's processing it and then your mouth starts to move? You said it too fast.
Shit. But yeah, dude, are you all? Have you? So you're saying you like Dole Whip?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like it too. It's almost like a sorbet, like a fruit,
Yeah.
Sherbet.
almost like a sherbet, and I do enjoy it too. Now, some of the flavors are,
I just like orange.
yeah, like
The pineapple.
That's-
Pineapple Dole Whip.
It's
Pineapples are gross.
yeah. I can't. It's tough for me to get out on pineapple, but like, some of their stuff is really
Lime
good.
is okay.
Yeah, I
Arlo
do like
eats a lot
lime.
of pineapple.
Yeah,
You're a pineapple guy?
Arlo's a big pineapple guy.
Big pineapple guy.
He eats his pineapple on the regular.
He gets his pineapple in.
Pineapple and celery.
Ah.
Lots of celery.
Yeah. Attaboy.
I don't know if I know
You're
what
not
this
smelling.
means.
They're not smelling
it's
what they're
okay.
stepping in, but it's okay.
I'm
I'm a pro milkshake guy.
But like you talk about banana, probably one of my favorite desserts is banana, like a good banana pudding.
Justine, dude, you ought to
vanilla
have her
wafers
make you
on there?
some.
Like
dude.
when we used to eat lunch at like the school and they
Yep.
had banana pudding.
Yep.
With that little bit of
Game over.
yeah
Nilla wafers,
favorite.
whipped cream,
Yep.
like actual banana slices.
Yes.
I'll have the warden whip you up a batch. So that,
Mom,
that's
I want to be
something-
there for that.
That's something that she like. So she is really
Mama Lindemann used to make a mean banana
yeah.
pudding.
Mary.
Oh, and we didn't get it very often because, well, look at how we look.
Yeah, Justine's really honing her skills. She is. She's really. She's going hard in the paint
Yeah.
with the banana pudding, and like a lot of breads.
Yeah.
Like she's
like
a big
bread.
bread.
I'd
girl.
love to have a bread maker and make fresh sourdough on
My
a Sunday.
Grandma Mary, my mom's
Yeah.
mom. She used to make some badass sourdough bread.
Yeah.
I never really liked it because it was pretty yeasty. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that Amish style yeasty
Yeah,
bread.
yep,
you know,
yep,
but
yep. Smoke,
Yeah.
what do you got?
It seems like it came up like 2 times this week in conversation. Live TV. Do you have it?
Yes.
I know the derivative. I know the actual derivative or the
One of the two.
the contributing factor for this topic.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah,
Yep. So it just seems.
single-handedly.
So I, we got antenna here on the hill for our live TV.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what we got. Well, I
either-
say that. Go ahead. Sorry,
I
Smoke.
was just say they're cheap. It's free.
Yeah.
Good in a storm.
Yeah.
Mostly good in a storm. You can always get something. School closings.
Right. Yeah.
But it seems now with streaming and internet, I kind of wonder how long it'll be until people just don't have live TV.
It's kind of like the home phone that's gone out of the home, like the
Wow.
landline out of the home. I mean, do any of you have a landline
No,
phone?
I haven't had a landline, and
I actually
years.
received a phone call the other day from a friend of mine via landline because we were trying to have a conversation and he was at home and he doesn't get any service at home because he lives in Holland, like in town, and the service there is shit.
In the town of Holland, it's
It's
shit?
terrible.
I got a buddy that I was trying to text, and I thought he changed his number. Come find out, I was just drunk and texting his house phone. Yeah. I was like, "Did you change your number?" He's like, "No, I've had the same number since
Oh
college."
my
I
god!
was like, "Well, whose number is this?" He's like, "That's my house phone number."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh yeah,
So
you got one of those."
I was talking on the phone with a guy, and I dropped his call 63 times, and I got so mad I was almost getting ready to tomahawk my phone out the window, and then all of a sudden I got a phone number from a 536 calling me, and it was him via landline. And a lot of people don't have those anymore.
Yeah, but
I think people that are in like super problematic, like we should probably have one.
Yeah.
Where we are at, because our service at home sucks too.
Yeah, if I don't have Wi-Fi calling, you got to go outside and stand
Yeah.
in the right part in the
You
yard.
got a metal roof?
No.
Oh, okay. A lot of people with metal roofs, that's
Yeah.
a big deal.
we do YouTube, and they got the live channels because I
Oh,
could
yeah.
not do the live channels.
Yeah.
because it just but we also, because YouTube doesn't carry like MeTV, Grit, Heroes
Yeah.
and Icons,
Circle.
Oh boy,
Circle, yeah.
you down on that?
Laugh, oh yeah,
Hell yeah!
And so I went on
that's
Amazon.
the old timer stuff, Arlo.
I went on Amazon. I looked and I found one of them antennas and dialed it into Evansville, and it's perfect.
Tell me
I got
how.
one on the shop and on the house.
Tell me how many of your grandparents or parents, for that matter, or anybody that you knew back in the day, that had the electronic dial with the compass on it that you had to move if you wanted to watch. Like if we were at my great grandma's house, lived on First Avenue in Huntingburg, and we were watching TV, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, whatever, Sunday, anytime we'd go over there to hang out. And my dad's like, turn it to 44 or turn it to whatever hell. You know, it was like a Louisville station or whatever, you know. And you know, give her 6 clicks to the east. You know what I mean? Okay. So I'd go up there and I'd turn that thing, and all of a sudden you just hear, and that freaking TV antenna on the roof was turning with this little module on top of the television. You look at me like you're completely mind blown. You ever heard of that before, Arlo?
Though, at my dad's house, that thing was the size of a telephone.
but-
Yeah. I mean, it was big. Yeah.
Because the knob was probably 5 inches.
Yeah, it was a big deal here. You 7
so
clicks,
cool.
8, 10 clicks to the east. Yeah. Yeah.
So my antennas now have power directional. They got a little remote though, and it's just slow as shit. So I just take the broom handle out and
So I don't have the antenna.
it's $25, man.
I know.
I
And
don't
the
know.
reason-
I don't know what down the hill if you'd catch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Because mine are low. I got mine on the gutters, like on the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I figured the reason that Smoke put this topic on the list was because we did Sunday Fun Day again at
Yeah.
my house. And I think this time you were at your dad's this time. So
Yeah.
you were over there for Sunday, which is fine.
Sundays are tough. Sundays.
One
is
of
a
these
day
days,
spent at home.
we'll have to be more of a scheduler and not make it so impromptu and let you know that it's going to happen.
Hey.
So like this weekend, it's
I don't
Thanks for
think
the,
he's just
thanks for
ever
the
gonna
invite,
come out.
guys.
well, I'll just tell well,
Wow.
it's
Guess
more,
us Irish people.
I'll tell you the thing.
Screw
Sunday
you,
Fun
Arlo.
Day. Hey, Sunday Fun Day. In all honesty, this week Sunday Fun Day was mostly coordinated by the
wardens.
the wardens, the women folk.
yeah, the 1025 prison and
So
down here
now
on
you're being
7015.
now you're being even
Now I
more
know.
judged.
So it was E Block and
I'm
C
gonna-
Block.
I'm gonna
that put
talk to
this one
Justine.
together.
I'm going to talk to Justine and Jenna and say, hey.
Just make sure they both have your numbers.
Oh, okay.
Your number. But
Yeah, they
Jenna,
can get you in for some yard time.
yeah, we'll get you on the. You can come out to the rec yard and hang. But so this weekend we did wings and fried chicken and stuff at the house, and the Purdue bags. I mean, the Purdue Boilermakers were playing.
Warden's a big fan of the
Yeah,
Boilermakers.
Mama Smoke is a huge producer.
Boiler up.
Yeah. And so she wanted to watch the basketball game. And I said, yeah, come on over. I got it. I think it's on Fox
it's
Fox Sports. You know, I got it.
CBS.
No, it was on Fox.
No, it was on NBC.
Anyway, I don't know where it was at, but I didn't freaking have
Yeah,
it.
you definitely didn't have it.
And I in full
CBS,
confidence,
you're right, CBS.
in full confidence, I told her I did. And boy, was she pissed when she found out I didn't have
But
it.
you had the emergency radio. So you
I
could
did.
listen
I
on
did.
100.9.
The only FM radio that we could find was that.
Wind up?
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
No, it was one of those weather radios. It's got the crank,
Yeah.
and it's got the flashlight and the SOS and the weather band and all that. So they listened to the rest of the game on that. But I figured that's why Smoke Dog.
Well,
because
so
he prefaced
that was the beginning of it, and then boss at work, he upgraded his internet now so he could get rid of DirecTV and the whole
Right.
thing. And he's
Yeah.
like, "Well, who do you get your live TV through?" I said, "The antenna." He's like, "I'm not messing with that." I was like, "Dude, it's like $30." He's like, "No."
Yeah.
But-
So, Casey, to go back to your point, Sherril's, Mr. Joshua Shirley, he hooked me up with this app on your phone.
Yeah.
It's called Antenna Point.
Oh yeah,
You got it?
yep.
So, like, say we get an antenna and put it on the roof. You get this app and you turn your location services on, and then, like, obviously on your TV antenna, it'll have an arrow of like the directional, like which way your transducer is like pointing or receiver
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
And then it's got circles where you could go, because most of your antennas that you buy are like a 50 mile.
These ones
80
on my
mile.
house are 150 mile.
Yeah,
units.
so you have
I think that's what mine, because I can
Yeah.
I can even actually get Louisville or
if you
Evansville.
Yeah.
So it'll bring up the stations within the different circles, and obviously from where we're at, most of them are to the
Evansville.
southwest. So and I got a perfect view of the southwest sky from because I've got a tower. I have literally everything in that I need minus the wire. I even have the coax. I've got coax at home, but I don't have the antenna.
Get it, and I'll climb up there.
I'll climb up there.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Well, there's no climbing. I got that big dumbass carport where you get a step stool and you're on the roof. Haven't you seen all the pictures of my kids reading?
Yeah,
on
I
the
know.
How tall is the antenna though? The antenna tower.
Oh, you can stand on the roof and service it. You work it right there.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
because it's just so straight.
They're on Amazon. They're $30.
Yeah,
They're
so I
worth
need
their
to do
weight
it.
in
I
gold.
need to do that and get that done because I am a big pirate when it comes to that shit. So my dad still has DirecTV, so I use all his access codes. Hopefully DirecTV's not listening, but I use all their.
Allegedly, you use them.
Allegedly, I use it for NFL, ESPN, CBS Sports, Fox Sports, Paramount Plus, now all the other mumbo.
I don't know
jumbo.
why though, but then I don't know. I like the antenna sometimes.
Yeah.
The Laugh Channel, watching According to Jim, Home Improvement. It's good stuff.
I'll weigh in on the topic. I do not have live TV,
Yeah.
but I really don't watch a lot of TV.
Yeah,
Right.
but you're a tech guy. You're techie.
See, I watch YouTube, and that's I pay for YouTube Premium, and that's pretty much it. That and my kids' Disney Plus. That's basically all that runs.
What do you like watching on Disney Plus?
Mandalorian.
Whatever they want
Do
to
you
watch.
watch
I mean, they
Mandalorian?
watch. No,
God, I watch Mandalorian.
Are you kidding me?
Let me
All
share
the Star
Let me
Wars.
let me.
Go ahead.
I'm going to incriminate myself a little bit.
Oh, no.
People who work with me know this because
They
it's
edit this out.
they give
Like
they give,
insurance work or current blend work?
no insurance workers. Like
Okay.
people that I work with.
Are you doing fraudulent things?
No.
Oh,
So
okay.
I had a coworker back in this. It looks like this.
God, did you
notice
off
from
somebody?
2016.
Shit.
I have not seen a lot of really popular movies, and he made a giant list for me. So I'm going to go through this very fast, and you are allowed to make fun of me. I really don't care because I just don't watch TV. But I have never seen Rocky, most of the Star Wars movie, Shawshank Redemption, E.T., Silence of the Lambs, Chinatown, It's a Wonderful Life, Ben-Hur, Tombstone, To Kill a Mockingbird, Jaws, Braveheart, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Goodfellas, Rain Man, Good Will Hunting, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Pulp Fiction, Casablanca, Wizard of Oz,
Casablanca. Play it
Pulp
again, Sam.
Fiction?
Vertigo. I've never seen Back to the Future, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Predator, Terminator, Terminator 2, The Big Lebowski, The Sixth Sense. When Harry Met Sally. I've
Just
never
stop.
seen Heat.
Just stop.
Hold on. I'm almost done.
No, I don't want you to continue.
Argo, Almost Famous, A Few Good Men, Rounders,
Oh,
Training
A Few
Day,
Good Men.
and Reservoir Dogs, The Goonies, and the Bond series. I've never seen all those.
So I haven't seen a half of the movies you said on there, probably.
Oh, okay, good. Well, now I suddenly don't feel as bad.
Yeah,
You ever
like
had your shit pushed in? You ever had your shit pushed in, man? That's Training Day.
Okay, I was like, what
You ever
the
had your
hell
shit
is
pushed
that?
in? You ever had your shit pushed in, man? Arlo Donhauer, Jesus Christ, how big is the rock that you live in?
so we do an outdoor movie night. Like, we got a projector and stuff, so you'll have to come to that.
I have a list if
We'll
you did
print
some
it off.
movies.
That's just get ready to say we'll print that freaking list off.
Yeah.
Hey, we can
I've
set
got
that
most
up at
of
the.
I've got most. We set it up. We'll set it up on the wall and watch from the pool.
Hey,
I think
let's
I think
go. Let's go. Yeah, we can watch Jaws in the pool.
I think Reservoir Dogs is one that most people tell me, they're like, man, you would like that movie.
Have you ever
So-
seen Boondock Saints?
No. Hold on. I may have seen that one in college, but I.
In nomine Patris Spiritus Sancti.
And
there was a firefight.
So anything Quentin Tarantino, I would suggest to watch because I'm a big fan. That's you mentioned 2 or 3 of his movies in that, and I got most all of those.
Is that Goodfellas? Which one's that?
No, that's going to
boy.
be Pulp
Pulp Fiction.
Fiction,
Kill Bill series.
the Kill Bill series,
Django.
Django Unchained,
Dude.
Death Proof.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, a bunch of
Hateful
good
Eight.
ones.
Yeah, I,
Inglorious Bastards.
Inglourious
I actually
Bastards.
just watched The Godfather 1 and 2
I've
within
never
the last
seen 'em.
year. So
I've watched
the
parts of them,
last,
but
like,
never
year.
seen them. No, I think that's okay.
within the last year.
Do you
I
just
think-
not like have the attention span to watch it? Like sit down and watch a movie?
Literally, if I sit down to watch TV, it better be something that is really interesting because it can't draw out like a movie, or I'm snoozing, man. I'm out.
He needs a CPAP. First sign.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
That's
it's
one
on
of
the
them. They'll
list.
ask you.
Seriously?
For
Jenna
sure.
doesn't watch movies either. She just doesn't get into them. I've got a
Oh.
few shows I'll watch on TV, but I don't watch TV regularly.
Me and the warden are pro movieers.
See, and the stuff that I can
bought
watch.
movies every Tuesday.
So when you were out, let's just not to bring up anything weird or nasty or
Oh,
really
wow.
get into the gooey here,
Oh,
but when
boy.
you were pitching woo back in the day, did you never go to the? You were never a moviegoer.
To my
you didn't watch
understanding, most of these movies aren't from my pitch and woo days, though.
I mean, it could have
about
been.
Some of
Really?
them could have been, but yeah.
I mean, Back to
I
the
didn't-
Future wasn't it like in the 80s or something?
Yeah, but I mean, that's
Shit?
still a movie that you could potentially have watched, like at your house or in the basement, or
Netflix and chill, bro.
yeah, like or your pizza and
Well, hey,
you never heard that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I know. what
But
you're saying.
anyway, like so like in your mom and dad's basement or somewhere, like watching a movie or whatever, you and your girlfriend.
No, I mean, I just wasn't a big movie watcher.
That's
I guess.
fine.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Hey, some people
But
aren't.
hey, this is what's funny is I talk about YouTube Premium. I can sit down and watch this guy's name's Marquez Brownlee. He's got MKBHD. I
Yeah.
can sit down and watch like 5 of those.
That's crazy. I don't even know what that means. But
It's like
sounds
tech,
great.
It's like techies.
yeah.
shit,
You watch
so.
TED Talks?
No, not really.
Some of them are good.
Travel videos. I mean, I can do all that kind of stuff. I just can't.
You watch Mr. Beast,
Absolutely
Sniper Wolf.
no.
I'm just trying to think of.
Garand Thumb.
I'm
Those
trying
are
to,
great.
What about Big Dolls TV or That's Epic? Some
Hold
of
on,
those.
you just made me think of something. You just sparked something.
Uh-oh.
Where the hell do we stand with BigCamo.com? We never did hear back from them.
Nothing.
No.
I don't know what made you
We'll
said
have
big
to
dolls,
we'll
but
have to revisit that closer to the fall.
maybe
this
we're
coming
more
fall.
famouser than we were.
This is yeah. Well, but hey, good topic. You guys learned a little bit about me today.
For sure.
Yeah, I
it
like it.
sucks, but whenever this
It doesn't
hey,
suck.
Hey,
No.
it's an opportunity.
that's what
He's
I'm saying. I
lactose
said
intolerant.
not
He doesn't like movies.
No, it's not that he doesn't. He's
What
not a
the
big.
shit?
He's not a big movie guy.
Kick him while he's down, why don't
Yeah,
you?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I appreciate
curb
that.
stomp him.
Here,
Oh,
let-
speaking
hey,
of curb stomp,
hey,
what
American
about
History X.
American History X?
We'll all go to Mace's, watch movies, and drink glasses of milk. Sounds great.
Yeah, dude. Can I tell you something
I'm not
stupid?
coming.
Can I tell you something stupid?
Sure.
One time, we literally had a scary movie night as adults at my house when we still lived in Huntingburg.
Heck yeah.
Bunch of guys from the mine came over. We ordered a shit ton of wings from over in Jasper and watched The Fourth Kind and like a few other like just extremely scary movies. The kids were babies. I'll give a shout out to him. My buddy Matt Brown, sitting on the couch. We had baby monitors still at that time, right? And they were the ones that were like noise canceling. So the only time, like, there wouldn't be constant background
There's no
noise.
like white noise.
Yeah, there wasn't any white noise until something triggered
Sure.
the decibel amount to where they would kick on. One of the kids like let out a little, coo or something in their sleep subconsciously or whatever, and that thing was sitting on the end table right next to him, and we're balls deep in this, scary ass alien movie, and like your hairs are sticking up and all that shit. All of a sudden, that freaking baby monitor goes off, and I thought Matt Brown was going to do an effing backflip, getting away, getting away from the. We all looked. Oh, it was. I guess it might have been one of those things you had to be there, but it was priceless and it was funny. So, anyway, I'm in for movies. We'll have to mark that on the calendar for sure. Movie night and Smoker's Pool. We'll
Yeah,
get
for
that
sure.
baby
Hey,
going.
there we go.
and
Sounds like a great
Watch
time.
Jaws in the pool. Well, guys, it's time.
Tell us about it.
It
What
is time? It's time for the pause for the cause.
Oh boy.
This pause for the cause is brought to you by Maxie's Barbershop. With over 20 years of experience, Jay Maxie is dedicated to providing his clients with top-notch service. At Maxie's Barbershop, you can expect a traditional barber experience with a range of services including classic haircuts, beard trims, and more. And the best part, Maxie's Barbershop welcomes walk-ins, so you don't need to worry about booking an appointment. With their convenient location, fitting a visit to the barbershop into your busy day has never been easier. So stop into Maxie's Barbershop and tell them the Dutchman sent you. We'll be right back.
And go.
Hey! And we're back. Thanks to Jay Maxie.
Our buddy Jay Maxie.
That's right.
Got them ears lowered, man.
Man, I did. And I got her skin back and I got her peeled good, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So, with that being said, it is time to dive right into hour 2.
Yep. Let's head first.
Let's do it. Here we go.
Head first.
But first,
Hold on.
we need to hear a few kind words from our friends from Catering by Meyer.
Bubba Brown and Jared Feltner.
Are you looking for an exceptional catering service for your special event? Look no further than Catering by Meyer. Owned and operated by Brad Brown and Jared Feltner, their team is dedicated to providing you and your guests with an unforgettable culinary experience. Whether you're planning a wedding or a corporate event, their team is equipped to handle all of your catering needs. At Catering by Meyer, they use only the freshest and highest quality ingredients, ensuring that each dish is just as delicious as it is beautiful. Contact Catering by Meyer today to book your event and let them take care of the rest. And when you go there, tell them the Dutchman sent you. Hey, did you guys see that picture of that meatloaf today?
I did. I'm a huge fan of meatloaf.
Did
but
you notice that
The artist or the food?
The food.
The food.
I do like Paradise by the Dashboard Lights.
That's a great. That's
Bat
one
outta
we
hell.
should have played.
Gonna look a bat out of hell. Yeah, that meatloaf looked scrum.
I just hope they don't
diddly-umptious.
make it on a day I make mine because I make the Highlander loaf.
No, what in the hell are you talking about?
There can only be one.
That's right. Any night I make meatloaf, everybody else might as well not even try. If I'm feeling real fancy, I like to take my meatloaf and I spread it out on a cookie sheet. And then I take some mashed potatoes and I spread it on top of that. And then I put a layer of baked beans on there and I do it like a pumpkin roll. But
That's
it's
not
meatloaf,
necessarily-
mashed potatoes, and baked beans.
That's not a meatloaf. That's just a ground beef roll up.
Holy shit.
It's delicious.
I guarantee you.
Then you take it and you put some Cholula on there.
I love Cholula.
Oh,
I do too.
You like Cholula?
And Tapatio.
So Tapatio's number 2. No, that's wrong. If I'm going for the Hispanic or Latino hot sauce, salsa de picante, I'm going with Cholula number 1, Valentino number 2,
Yeah.
Tapatio number 3, and then I'll wind up, if I'm feeling really froggy, I'll probably switch up some Yucateco in there on the back end. Cesar likes Yucateco on pizza because he says it's the only one that doesn't burn your culo really bad.
No Tabasco, huh?
No way, dude. No, that shit's trash.
yeah.
No, sorry, I'm
In my
out.
house, all you're going to find is
Frankie's?
Frank's and Cholula.
Yeah, same with my house. It's just
That's what
Frank's
ours
and
is,
Cholula.
too.
Yeah. All right, boys.
Topic 1, what do you got?
Here we
for
go.
hour 2.
All right,
Topic
so
1, hour 2.
So I've been doing my homework.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've been doing my homework without letting the cat out of the bag. We got an interview coming up potentially that is still.
Well, we really think it's scheduled.
It is. But
It's more on us to make sure we get it recorded.
Yes, or make sure that scheduling or something catastrophically logistic comes up that we can't make
Could
happen.
be a tornado. You never
Yeah,
know.
never know. With that being said, my second topic is all about, and I want it to be all about, investigative journalism. Are you in or are you out? And I think that I say, are you in or you're out, because there's a lot of stigma. There's a lot of stigma or I guess misinterpretations involved with investigative journalism.
What's the stigma?
Well, I put nosy, annoying,
Well, I think
shit like that. And I know, Casey, you're going to be able to really provide a lot of knowledge for this because of your previous line of work. But basically going into it, I'm a big podcaster, and with this job that we've been doing lately, I've been able to safely consume some of the podcasts with one earbud in, knowing my surroundings, everything's safe and everything like that. So
Absolutely.
But I've been doing my homework because with this potential that we're going to an interview with, he is a
Gosh, that is coming up.
yeah, a couple weeks we'll be.
still got to ask Janelle.
She doesn't know yet.
I gotta
This has
start
been on
running.
Hey, speaking of running, so we played hoops last night, which would be March 15th for those keeping score at home. Our athlete, Chase Bland, was in the gym
Oh yeah, how'd he
getting
look?
some shots.
How'd he look?
He looks fast.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
He looks
Good.
fast.
Good.
And
I
we went down.
started
We went
running.
down to the Legion.
If he asks me to rub his calves, pre-race
with baby oil.
I'm going to rub the shit out.
I'll
Yeah.
take the left one. You take the right.
I'll do
one.
it, brother.
And Arlo,
Same with
I'll
you,
have to
Arlo.
record, I guess.
I'll have one hand on
Oh
Chase's.
no, we got a guy for that. Our buddy Blake Broker, fan of the program.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's licensed.
Is he going to be up there?
He lives up there.
Oh, well, shit,
Yeah.
fire. We'll
he's
have him over.
we're like a couple blocks away from him.
I only let licensed therapists touch me. So.
He's licensed.
I don't
so
give
you're
a damn.
set.
I'll touch you whenever I want to, buddy. Hey,
And since it
you
sounds like you're staying with us.
you join this quadrifair, you're going to get it.
So, anyways,
I
but
was actually thinking about what that's going to look like with 3 fat guys and CPAPs and an Arlo.
That son of a bitch is sleeping on a cot. You're good.
Other truckers.
yeah. Well, hey, you know the good news of it is he's gonna get a nice, peaceful, restful sleep because ain't none of us gonna be snoring.
No way. He's just
what-
going to have to
the
listen to
first-
the... It's almost like having a box fan
It'll
without
sound like
having a
3
box fan.
General
Or a
Ocean
sound
breezes.
machine.
Janelle, that first night I slept with mine, Janelle goes, I had to look to make sure you were still breathing.
Oh, yeah.
It was that quiet.
Yeah.
So I was like,
It's freaky, dude.
I'm hijacking a little bit based on we're talking about CPAPs.
That's okay. That's the beauty of it.
I had a conversation the other day about sleeping habits or something like that, and I got an ad for this stuff that you tape your mouth shut.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard about this? It's called hostage tape.
Yeah, no.
So it's a piece of hostage
Sounds
tape.
awful rapey.
Hey, hold on. Hear me out. So
Come with
it's
some roofalin on the side.
well.
I don't
Hey,
know why they call it rooflet because you end up on the floor.
yeah,
the
dang.
branding is on point, but it's called hostage tape, and it's
The branding is on point.
it is. It's like you tape your mouth shut so that it forces you to breathe through your nose.
Which
My
basically
nose
is
doesn't
what
work.
which is basically what a CPAP does. It forces so much air through your airway.
Because the sleep apnea is that little thing there in the back
Yeah.
collapses.
All right, guys, here's what I'm doing. I'm getting on Amazon right now. I am going to
Order.
buy hostage tape, and I will try it
Oh, my
whenever
God.
we do the.
Dave's got plenty of hostage tape
yeah,
here.
it's gray.
It's right over there by the original
It comes
in the
out a
rags.
hole about 2.5-3 inches thick.
And it may rip the skin right off your lips.
yeah, you ain't got to worry about that mustache anymore. So going back to investigative.
Well, hold on, I wasn't done
okay,
yet.
go ahead.
So anyway, when Chase walked into the gym, I let all
Oh,
the fellas
yeah.
know, and you sons of bitches undercut him or even get close to him.
Yeah,
You're done.
yeah. Think about
You're
fouling
done.
him.
Breaking knees.
And so then we
Yeah.
got down to the Legion, and I kept a close eye.
Hell
No
yeah.
brewskis, ate pretty light, and I said, "Good, we got to get to Boston." And one of the guys was like, "What's the we part?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, we're
He's in the stable.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't understand why people can't
It's like
understand
Team
that.
Hendricks in NASCAR. We are
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
we're kind of like the tire changers."
Yeah. We are his pit crew.
We
Yeah.
are. we
I
are
think we should
supporting this.
somehow make it like when if which I'm not saying it does happen, but if he needs to be bio-freezed up in the latter part of the races, I think we need to be there. I think that's going to be our job. Like I'll make sure we got some nitrile gloves to make it safe and sanitary, and we will rub the shit out of it. Chase, if you're listening to this,
Chase, I'm gonna rub
I'm
you
going to
down.
rub the shit out of you, bud. Just so you know. No, have no fear. Big Mace is here. Okay.
There's our short for this week.
The most terrifying words a person could hear.
Yeah.
If that
It's
doesn't
not-
motivate him, I don't know why.
It's not I'm from the government and I'm here to help. It's I'm Big Mace and I'm here to help.
Yeah.
Looks like you're going a little slow. Need me to rub you down.
I'm good, Mace. I'm good.
So with that being said, and all that,
What the
we're
hell
happy.
is the
Investigative journalism.
Yeah, investigative journalism, and I don't know why I fell so hard for this stuff, boys, but sometimes I feel like I'm an 80-year-old woman that is somewhere in a retirement home or somewhere that's just watching Investigation Discovery or Unsolved Mysteries on repeat.
No, I did like Unsolved Mysteries.
I love the shit
you know
out
why
of
it does it for you?
Tell me,
Is your ADD.
how you figure?
Because it always keeps you wondering like what's next. There's enough suspense
What
there.
does it do?
Keeps you wondering.
What's
Wondering.
it do?
Keeps you wondering.
Nice.
But it has
Great
that
segue.
It has enough suspense
Yeah.
there where you stay locked in because
Yeah.
you're like, oh, what's next? What's next?
Yeah.
Because you're ADD, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, and then squirrel.
Yeah.
And so here,
And
the
that may be
squirrel's
right.
always there.
Yeah, it may be totally right. So I
Man,
just
I saw a
wanted to
video where a
give.
chipmunk jumped in this woman's hair the other day.
Holy
Wild.
shit! Like real?
It was on TikTok.
Okay, yeah,
assume it was
had
real.
to be real then. Just a few. This is 100% non-paid endorsement or anything like that. But like as far as listening to some podcasts and stuff that are out there and that are available that are in that true crime world, like
The Warden loves the True Crime podcast.
yours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so does another friend of the show, Maria Shirley, like big time
It
true
really
crime
trips me out.
podcaster.
Jenna likes to watch those shows about almost got away with it.
When Justine was working nights and she couldn't sleep in the mornings, or like if she was having issues or she was worried about tests and stuff when she was going back to school, there was no doubt in my mind that my wife could end my life, dispose of me, and carry on and and totally get away with it.
I lowered my insurance policy for life insurance.
Just to keep her off of
She
you?
was freaking me out.
I know.
Did you do that through our buddy Krieg?
No,
Krieg?
it's,
Well,
I only
no.
got it through work right now at the time.
That's soon to change though, because I'm actually
I
gonna
talked to
have
him the
a
other day.
Chat with Matt Krieg, but I put on here Up and Vanished, Tenderfoot TV, Resonate Recordings, like that whole squad down there.
Yeah.
Payne Lindsay. If you're listening, Payne Lindsay, I am a huge fan of everything that you've done. These guys have started a podcast. So they, Atlanta based, go to the courthouse, find cold cases, right? So I think this is something that I could potentially see myself doing. Even though I have no investigative background, I have never been a cop, I've never anything like that. So I don't have the credentials.
But I don't know that you need them because...
You don't think so?
No. I mean, I think some of that background gives you an idea of what you need to do. But some of it is just, the critical thinking aspect.
Right.
The linear thinking to
Yeah.
go from point A to point B.
Right.
And then the kind of the know-how. And that's where, like, the background in law enforcement, like, that's why you see, like, your investigative journalist, podcast and investigative journalism and then these kind of types of podcasts.
They all tie in.
They're all retired law enforcement,
Yep.
retired military
Yep.
that has like military police.
Yep.
And it's all because they get bored and they
Yeah.
love to track down on these cases that nobody has them open.
Right.
Nobody's looking at them. But some of the thrill, a lot of those cold cases with the advancements in DNA,
Oh, yeah.
like when they started collecting DNA and now like what you have, that's why a lot of these cold cases, especially like genealogy DNA, like the 23andMe's and all those other things.
My sister did that, and I was so pissed off that she didn't because I've not done one, because you never know where you might have been just shortly after
we
something
laughed.
happened.
I was wondering if he was ever going to talk about that because
Yeah, that stuff trips me out, man.
we brought that up early on in our friendship. We were talking about that one night around the fire about the 23andMe and the genealogy stuff like that. And those smoke dogs like, honky. I'm not willingly donating my spit to any current database.
Well, because what happens is you're like a 50-60% match, and they're
There
like,
is a lot.
so is there an uncle
Yes.
or an aunt? Oh yeah, uncle.
Yeah, and the next
Uncle-
thing you know, you got your uncle thrown in
Hey.
the clink because when he was in college, you never know.
Just a few days ago, Blackstone, which is the
The griddle I got.
private equity fund, just acquired Ancestry.com.
That's
which is
scary.
23.
So they're going to make like griddles that tell you where you're from?
Wrong Blackstone.
You mean Black Rock?
Did I thought
BlackRock is the
Is that the,
investment group.
no, it's Blackstone.
Oh, we've got a
It's Blackstone.
Blackstone.
Wow.
Okay.
Huh. That's crazy. So going back on to
I'll
the...
be damned.
I'll be damned. Son of a buck. What's it say?
Oh, yep.
Blackstone completes acquisition of Ancestry.
Leading online family history
Wow.
business.
4.7
4.7 billion.
billion.
You want to know why? Because there's a lot of data in there to tie a lot of people to shit they probably didn't do that was just related to somebody that did it. Now that's my...
Easy.
There you
Dave.
go. So there it is. So
Which,
there.
by the way, for me, my fingerprints are in the National Registry
Yeah.
with being
your
licensed. and all.
fingerprints, but
Well, not
That's
every
not
scene
DNA.
has DNA. It's like
So,
We've seen Better Call Saul. We know better than this.
oh yeah, this is stupid. We need to stop talking now. Tara
This is all
Grinstead.
incriminating.
okay.
Tara Grinstead was a girl. She was actually a beauty queen. That was.
You're the queen.
She
of my
lived in
love,
Ocilla,
why,
Georgia, and this podcast called Up and Vanished was a podcast that was started by this guy Payne Lindsay, and this case was cold. Like she was missing. Nobody. It was just full of unanswered questions for a long time. So this guy goes down here, starts this podcast, and I don't have the facts in front of me to like start spouting off the amount of time that it took after. I think I'm not sure how long it was, but after the release of this show, there was a certain amount of time that really wasn't that long that they had made an arrest on somebody that was directly connected with her murder.
Allegedly or proven?
Like proven. Like it went to court and like the dude's in the slammer now. And
You very much question a lot of that, don't you?
yeah, that's okay. It's okay though. It's
Yeah, I mean, I don't
totally
have a
fine.
problem with
It's
it.
totally fine. So I think with it, like I am a big. So at the end of the topic, it says, "Are you in or out?" And I think I am hugely in on the investigative journalism, strictly because
but you call it I don't mean to split hairs, but I'm going to. That's kind of like bless your heart.
Yeah.
And then you
bless
say,
your
like,
heart, you silly bastard.
Don't be offended by this, but I don't think it's investigative journalism. I think it's just more like investigative discovery, and not because journalism, you're writing something about it. Like I don't know. To me, like investigative journalism is, and we talk about it. Can we mention who we talk about it with? When will that come out?
I'm thinking this will come out on the 20.
investigative journalism is a form of journalism in which a reporter deeply investigates
Journalism,
a
though.
single topic of interest, such as serious crimes, political corruption, or corporate wrongdoing.
But reporter to me means you're employed by Wall Street
Some
Journal, New
news
York
outlet.
Times.
Not necessarily. You could be employed by a alternative media provider, such as
You know what I think would make great content?
What?
You call Huntingburg Police Department and say, "Give me a cold case that you have that I can start crunching on in my spare
You think
time."
Huntingburg
They
has a
won't
cold
do it.
case?
They won't do it though.
Why not?
He's not a cop.
I'm not a cop because most of even though they're considered cold cases, they're still open.
Yeah, I
So
get that.
they can't release information.
So we need to send you to the academy.
Yeah, strap me up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Buckle up. No,
I like it.
I'm not going to be a cop. I just want to be like even though I've turned over a new leaf when it comes to that whole N word, N-O word, that's on your face. Like I'm really trying, state burned, dive bombing. It's in your hair. That's okay.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
He's trying to not be as nosy as what he once was.
Yeah. Because it used to be real
You got to
bad.
be careful when you're talking about the N word.
Well, that's what I said N-O, like on your face.
Well, you said N and then you went, N-O, and then
Nobody knows what the NO word is.
But no, I am down with that because I like a good mystery and
Right.
and I have enough experience of law enforcement and their investigations and what they do.
Right.
And
So-
it's interesting.
For sure. With this being said, too, so on this show that I'm listening to now, it's called Undetermined.
Yeah.
And when a body is found, and the coroner doesn't know exactly their cause of death, they list them as undetermined.
Yeah.
Like it's a thing, right? So we may or may not be. We may have so something is going to go down hopefully with somebody that has something to do with some things like this. Here, that's pretty vague. But listening to
It's not that vague.
it is kind of vague. But listening to him talk about his previous podcasting experience, comedy, stand-up comedy, sports radio. I'm not. Let's just not. So completely forget about it. Let's just say allegedly.
Forget about it.
Allegedly, there's this guy that used to do all this shit, and then he listens to one show, and it completely changes the way his canoe's pointed. Like he goes from being all in to one, on one, like which way he thinks.
One venture, yeah.
Yeah. And then it like completely freaking U-turns.
Yeah.
Or not U-turns, just hard left.
Yeah.
Straight into the other
Another creek, another tributary.
Just a whole nother ass creek. And I think that's what's crazy about some of these shows and some of these things. That's obviously the editing and the way the shows are put together and the facts and everything like that. The way that has a lot to do with it and like for your listening pleasure. But like, man, there's a lot of really trippy shit. I don't know how many. Like there was a statistic just in New Orleans, like just in New Orleans Parish. It was like some 5,000 cold cases that are still active on their docket.
Yeah,
like that is mind blowing to me.
It's a pretty big place.
No, yeah. I'm not saying
I think it's got a
yes,
probably a high level of down and out type of areas where.
Yeah, there's a lot of sketchy joints down there. I believe that, but just I mean, no discredit on the investigators or any of the people down there, because I'm sure they got their hands full. But like 5,000,
I feel like it'd be really hard. Never mind.
I know, it's crazy to me, but yeah. So with that being said, I think that I might want to become an investigator one of these days.
Oh, that'd be good.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of your choices.
Yeah. What do you think? You like them? You not like them?
I've not really spent a whole lot of time listening to much investigative journalism. The crime end of it, it just doesn't, like toot my horn.
Right.
Doesn't tickle his fancy.
Yeah. If it was more of like a historical, like.
Oh yeah, so let's just say it
So
was
I could
like a
get
World
into
War
that
II
one.
thing,
Yeah,
or
if you
like
can get into that one and try
Yeah.
and trace some weird thing, and that's still like a crime thing. I'd be more into that, but just the cold case stuff doesn't so much do it for me.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
it just
I think a lot of like I put another thing like Peace for the Family, like that was another thing that they really drove home on. Some of the reasons why these people do it is, like some of the, like, I don't know. I just,
sure.
It blows my mind. Like I couldn't imagine if somebody in our circle would just randomly go missing and they're toast, gone.
How many times though has that person decided to go missing? They just had a whole thing they couldn't deal with.
Well, hey, you want to know?
Because I could disappear
this
pretty
one-
quick and
so-
nobody'd
so
ever
in
find
thi-
me.
So let's just say, for example, in these two shows that I have just referenced, season 1 of Undetermined and the Up and Vanished season 1 with Tara Grinstead, completely normal ass life. One of them was a teacher, and this other girl was a waitress or something, and they just boom, gone.
Doesn't mean they didn't choose to do it.
So there was a story this week. I think it was this week or this week in
Well,
real
how do you
time.
bury yourself in a pecan orchard?
Very carefully.
See,
I had
you know
just
what I
read
mean?
a story.
Yeah.
Okay, so they found bodies.
Yeah.
It's not just a missing person.
No way, they found their bodies.
Yeah, you
Okay.
left that out of
Yeah,
the thing.
I
they
thought
found-
like
no.
there's so many that's just missing persons. It's like, okay, well, you could just say to hell with it. I've had enough, and I'm going to move to Mexico. And
So
Wow.
this story that I read this week, 2 weeks in real time, this lady was just found in a nursing home in the Bahamas or Puerto Rico and had been missing for like 35 years.
Wow.
One day just up and vanished. I think she had some mental health issues, bipolar and manic and stuff like that. And she just left her family. And they thought had husband, kids,
everybody thought she was kidnapped or something.
friends, family.
Oh, wow.
No, they didn't know what happened to her. And so finally they go through this whole thing. And so 35 or 40 years later, I'd have to look, these people, these nursing home people reach out to this family and was like, "Hey, do you know this lady?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's my wife." What do you that's my
my mom
sister,
or my
that.
aunt,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so what happens is she moved to this island, stayed very closed off, reserved, didn't talk to a whole lot of people.
Wow.
Ends up in a nursing home, and they believe her dementia. She
Oh.
started talking about things from her past.
Oh, yeah.
And so these people thought she was just
They were able to do
connect
some
and go back.
investigation.
And they were
yeah.
like, could you imagine like
No
40
way.
years later, like somebody that you thought was missing, dead and gone, and you're like, they
It would have
find
been
him.
best for those people not to say anything to him. I feel like that's just putting fire to ashes that were long gone.
No way, man. I don't agree with that.
Really?
No.
Because if you can bring her home and
Yeah.
have at least whatever
She
time
wanted
left.
to leave, though.
But I think her mental health issues, she wasn't in control of that, and
See,
it
there's
caused,
a lot of gray area with stuff like that, like this whole justifiable suicide and like I want to go away type thing, and like that whole stigma. And it's like, I think mental health gets, well, maybe she had dementia and just didn't know what she wanted, or like Dave says, or maybe she didn't want to be here anymore. You know what I mean? Like that's a tough spot.
Yeah.
Tough spot. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
Crazy. I just wanted. I know that was a little deep for.
Oh, I like it. I
for
like
our
it.
show, but I think it's something that I've really, kind of like getting my golf, getting my shaft extended last week. Now I'm going to be a cop. So, or
Well,
an
you got the
investi-
mustache for it,
I'm going
buddy.
to be an investigator.
We went from fishing to golf to investigative journalism.
Hey, buckle up.
I love you.
Buckle
by
up,
the way, buddy.
Buckle up, bud. Who knows?
Hey Arlo, after every time we do a Big Mace topic, maybe you ought to do like a recap so we can trace where we went.
You got a dry erase board here.
Yeah.
with
No,
So
we'll
if
just
you
get a
look
map.
back through the Google Drive, I've got all but there's like 2 episodes accidentally lost, but even episode 1 has our topic. Since we started keeping track of topics,
Yeah.
they're all in there.
This will
so
be fun later.
my second topic, I was in the vehicle. Been a little chilly here in real time the past couple of days. And I was like, I really appreciate this heated steering wheel. And so I thought, here in the 21st century, what amenity on a new vehicle do you thoroughly enjoy most?
A heated steering wheel for your driver? What? Did you get driven?
Well, not the
driven to
passenger.
No, he got driven to work. didn't he?
Oh, I was gonna say, well, shit, I
The
never.
back of his
Who
Rolls
drove you
Royce.
to work?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I'm being facetious here.
Jeeves.
guys, don't worry about it. Yes, I get picked up in the morning. Breakfast is waiting in the car for me. They've got the Wall Street Journal freshly pressed. Like, it's okay. Yeah,
Freshly pressed.
yeah,
It's like those crispy dollar bills that every now and then you get out of the ATM. The
Hey,
20s.
yeah.
I'll chime in.
Well, I wanted you to because you were about to fall out of your chair sleeping back there.
No, I wouldn't.
Mace
sleep
was
in.
putting you to sleep.
I
His
wasn't
sweet angelic
sleeping.
voice. Take these broken wings. That's all we know of the song. Go
That's
ahead,
it.
Arlo.
Oh boy. So as an insurance fella,
Yeah.
Speaking of
Slinging
going to
that
sleep.
insurance.
what? Hey,
Sleeping and going to sleep.
come on,
Stop.
Checking out.
Hey, like forward radar, like collision avoidance stuff. I love that. You know how many
What?
people that's saved? I mean, it's
The
unbelievable.
only thing Justine's van goes is beep, 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 beep,
Oh,
and then it's on your own to
she hadn't had her brakes.
her van's a 15. They didn't have that
okay.
shit. They just had the beep stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
I'm all on board.
Well, but that you personally use.
I don't
not-
have. I'm not. I'm not cool like that. So
Power windows.
So Justine's van, I'll jump right in. So
I love having that air conditioning that you don't slide that thing. You just turn the knob. That's real nice.
I'll give mine, then you can go. For me, then the back of my 4Runner has that roll down glass in the back.
They had
That's-
that in '87
I know
Blazers.
it's but they had it in the.
Ford Broncos.
They've had it for all 4Runners, and it's the best part. So anyway, that's
So
me.
what makes that so great?
you don't
Then
have
when
to
you go-
manually roll it down.
Yeah.
Or
no,
when you go
no.
down a gravel road, all that dust just sucks right back in your car.
No, you're gonna haul.
It's
like,
a
you're gonna
Toyota
haul
thing
some-
you wouldn't understand.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Isn't that like a Jeep sticker?
Yeah.
There was a guy I used to work with that had that on his Jeep. It's a Jeep thing you wouldn't understand. Or if you can read this, roll me back over. You ever seen those?
Yeah,
They're
kind of
upside-
like the Harley shirts. If you can read this,
The bitch fell off. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we're gonna have to get
everybody's got
those
a
shirts
shirt.
remade. If you can read this, Big Mace
Big
fell
Mace
off.
fell off.
Big Mace, what vehicle? amenity?
Justine, I have a 2004 Tahoe.
But you've driven newer vehicles. You've driven your dad's truck.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't necessarily have to own the vehicle.
No.
Fuel injection. There you go.
Hell yeah.
I got power steering.
Hell yeah. So Justine's van is a 15 Honda Odyssey, and so it has some like
Oh, those are ahead of the time normally. Those are leading edge.
kinda, but like she had the lane departure warning, and all it does is beep, right? So like
Doesn't vibrate your butt.
no, it doesn't do anything but beep, or like front collision detection. It beeps and stuff like that. You know. It does. It has like Honda Play and stuff like that. Now, fast forward to my mom's Honda Odyssey, which is like a freaking rocket ship.
Spaceship boys.
Rockets in flight.
It had woo, afternoon delight. So it has a their lane departure is like a auto steer type thing. So like if you turn that on, you can literally just let go. And if you're on a
take the wheel.
if you're on a straight stretch of interstate, it'll actually correct itself.
I did that through Holland once in a rental car. Didn't touch it, and it went through the curve through Holland. Didn't touch it.
Unreal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty
it's freaking nuts. Like I could
Does your
see.
mom know we're taking that to...
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
I asked
What
her.
are we taking?
We're taking my mom's van to Indy when we go. Yeah, we're taking the rocket ship, the White Lightning. We're going up there in that.
Shotgun.
That's fine.
It's a van. Can we put the middle seats down and me or sit in the back and drink?
No, we got to put our golf clubs back there.
Yeah.
We got to find somewhere to play. Blake Broker, reach out. Get us a tea time.
Yeah, we'll find out
Cheap
where to
one.
go.
We don't need an expensive course.
Yeah, we're on a budget.
We're
balling
not
on it.
playing in a goat pasture.
I know, but we're
I can't
also
afford to play
balling on a
anywhere
budget
but a
here,
goat
Moneybags. Hey, you're playing with more broke people than you are rich people.
No, I'm not.
No, you just said we're not playing in
my
a goat
gosh.
pasture. Yeah,
Like
I'm
I
not.
play at Huntingburg on Wednesdays because it's only like $20. After that, I'm like, well, too expensive.
You
for
don't
my-
play on Huntingburg on Wednesdays because that's league night.
League night,
Well,
baby.
one
Hey.
night of the week, I feel like
Guys,
it's
if Lindemann doesn't play on a Pete Dye course,
Yeah, no shit. Hey, Donald Ross called. They're ready for you. You know, your caddy is waiting
Yeah.
for you.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to
But
say.
anyway, so mom's
I can
van,
drink beer
my
in the
mom's
van.
van does it's nutty. So it does that thing like where it does the lane departure where it'll like correct for you and stuff. But I don't know if it hits the brakes for you or not.
it should. Most
So
of the new ones do.
So it probably does. I do know though, we drove that van. Me and my brother drove that van and we took all three of my kids to Indianapolis when Maxwell wrestled Folkstyle State at Warren Central, which he did finish fourth, by the way.
Yeah.
Big
Good
big
job,
day,
Max.
big day for Max. That was not this year, but year before.
He's on the hardwood now.
Yeah, he
Your
traded. He
hardwood
hung
mace.
the wrestling shoes up for
Well,
the
it
hardwood.
sounds like his basketball future's bright.
He did good this year, really.
Yeah,
actually,
okay.
he did
Hustle
damn
his
good.
ass off.
Damn good. But
Max-a-doodle.
but the snow. I guess those sensors for that shit must
Yeah,
be in the
it'll mess
front of the
them
car
up.
and the ice and stuff. So it wouldn't work when that stuff. But anyway, I love the Apple CarPlay. Like I think that's a huge thing. Which I know that's probably like Stone Age shit.
No, I'd
well,
like to have
and now
that.
they're getting ready to do where it'll be Apple CarPlay for your dash. So you'll be able to customize your speedometer, your tachometer.
Oh,
you can,
Jesus.
Oh,
you'll be able
really?
to change the whole dash. Will be a screen.
So mom's
basically.
van, it just has the big display screen, like where the nav would be, and that literally just looks like an iPad.
Yep.
It's like when you click onto Apple CarPlay, it's all
about
your
it's about to go on steroids.
yeah,
my
like
friend.
all your apps and shit, which I think that's cool as hell.
I've been looking at Apple CarPlay head units for the truck because I've not had one before. But my thing is Bluetooth. Like I'll never own another vehicle without Bluetooth.
Yeah.
If I get the 79 Trans Am I've always wanted, I'm going to put a Bluetooth stereo in it.
Right.
I just love to have my music.
Right.
I haven't listened to a radio
Oh,
in ages.
speaking of music, so we had practice down at Southside on Tuesday night.
How'd that go?
I heard Wyatt was
Smoke.
all embarrassed.
Oh, Smoke up there. CCR just blaring the old chopper mix.
you was?
we just, and I was like, hey, I said, hey, Smoke, tell your dad to go turn it up.
That's all the up it ad.
And he's like, oh, I can't believe that. I was like, so this is going to be unconventional, and maybe it shows, maybe I'm
That's
a
the beauty of it.
Neanderthal.
That's the beauty
But
of
I
it.
love air conditioned seats.
Oh yeah. So I've never
Yeah,
had
Never
yeah.
that.
experienced it.
My dad, so the truck my dad has,
Yeah.
that baby has air conditioned seats, and there is nothing like on a hot day
Swamp
hopping onto that thing and
Swamp
just
ass prevention.
pushing that button and letting her eat. It is glorious.
It blows air through the seat there.
Yeah,
I am
back and like it's unbelievable.
I am almost to the point where it's a bold statement to make, but like I am an almost anti-heat seater. Heat seater. I always call it that in the just
You're
always bust
almost
my ass.
anti-heat. Like
Like
don't
I am
like
like the middle
almost
of the
an
day, I don't like to get in the truck.
anti-seat heater guy.
Yeah, but
Like,
I think
I do not like
I love
seat
heated
heaters.
seats.
I don't.
Like in the wintertime, that's the first thing to get warm first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no
it gets
way.
warm anyway. I always sweat in the small of my
Well,
back.
then I turn
and
it
my
off.
ass
Like,
sweats.
as
I've
soon as
never
you
had
start-
it, and I still
and then
sweat.
I get mud butt, and then it's just a horrible deal.
Man, chafing's terrible.
Well, then you turn your air conditioning seats back on.
Yeah.
I don't have that, Arlo. I drive a 2004 Chevy Tahoe with
Best
240,000
I
miles
can
on
do
it.
is
Fuel
put a
injection.
straw to the back
Yeah.
seat, and somebody has to sit.
Yeah, I literally passed a Toyota Tacoma the other day after work when I was leaving, and it had 2 pieces of dryer vent coming out of the dash, snaked up on the windshield, probably for a defroster.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
tell
like
me
it.
you've never done that before.
The other thing that so I just think with air conditioned seats, like I don't know. The comfort level and heated seats because they get hot fast.
What's the thing that the Lexus is it the Lexus or one of the other high end cars? They have that like their speedometer and all that shit is like a
On the-
projection.
They did that in '94 Bonnevilles.
Yeah, so
So it's like a projection that
It's
comes
just
up.
it's just a projector there, and it projects it onto the windshield.
talking to the microphone.
Oh, sorry.
You got far away.
Projector on the windshield. Projector on the windshield.
But that's what I thought is pretty nutty is that
So Janelle,
some of the cars are doing
before
that.
we bought the Suburban that we have,
Lady Tank.
Lady Tank, that's
Which, by the way, how's that going?
still not back.
It sucks, man. Yeah, like I said, my buddy Ricky's got his truck and it's been effed up for 6 months.
I wonder what the sensor said when she smoked that deer. Anyways,
You have hit a wall.
yeah. But
Danger.
oh my, I lost train of thought there. What were we talking about?
The Lady Tank, the Suburban, and
Oh,
the heads-up display.
she test drove a Denali, and she was just wild about it. But it was the
Mind
wrong
blown.
color.
Yeah.
It was the wrong color.
And
So
the wrong price tag,
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
smoke, we got.
Topic wise,
Yes. Yeah, moving on.
No,
Please.
I was like,
I have
man.
one more to add.
Okay, cool.
Because
Sorry.
I know that there's got to be some listener out there that has it, and once you experience it, you'll never go back.
Uh-oh. It's
Self-driving.
like what?
Adaptive cruise control. That's a big one. I have
What's
a coworker, and he's like, "I'll never own a car that doesn't have
I've never
adaptive
even
cruise
heard of it.
What's that
so
mean?
you set your cruise, and then you set. Usually, cars have 3 levels of like range to the car in front of you. So if you're driving and you have cruise control on, and then Casey's going slower in front of me, it'll sense his car, slow down, maintain that distance. If he brakes, it slows down with it.
Oh, bullshit.
Now-
I'm going around.
And no,
I drove one of those.
then you go around. So say he turns off, or I'm on the interstate and I switch lanes, and it says, "Okay, Casey's car's in the lane next to me. I can continue on." It'll go back up to the speed that you had it. So it is like it takes that processing power out of your
You
brain.
know, the only thing that scares me about all of these amenities in modern
Technology,
day,
yeah.
dude, and like,
You
not
can't
to
work
be,
on it on your own.
Not,
No.
yeah, and
Yeah.
not to be the whole big conspiracy theory guy.
when was the last time you
remember-
worked on your car?
We get rocked by an EMP. I change.
exactly.
I change
You
my
all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Well, I mean,
Unless I take it to Kelly's Automotive.
Papa Frank just came out of his chair because he does most of the work. But I'm
Yeah.
there to help.
Yeah, holding the
Yeah, hold the
flashlight.
Hey,
I am a
and
hell
then
of
get
an
mad at
assistant.
him. Hold it where I said. Damn it!
Damn it, Dad!
No, I was a great assistant when I was younger.
Oh,
That's
hell
just
yeah.
what he told you.
Probably.
He just
That was awful. Why did I even say that?
Yeah, thanks, asshole.
That's parenting through positivity.
dagger,
So-
savage.
All right, smoke.
All right, so this one's way off topic.
No,
This
I
is-
love it. This
Well-
is David Smoker to a T.
David Smoker, I think people come for the weird, quirky topics
You know,
because
do you know how many people that I know in my world that are like, you know, that big guy that sits in the, like, people that don't really listen every now and then, and they're like, that big guy that sits in the middle, he seems like a pretty cool dude. I think he's probably a pretty cool cat, isn't he? And I'm like, Yeah.
He's all right.
Smoke dog is the shit, bruh.
I appreciate
But yeah, no, there's a lot of people that probably are on the same wavelength as old Smoke Daddy every now and then.
All right. So, animals. We hear a dog bark. I don't know what the hell that dog's saying. I hear a bird tweet. I don't know what the hell that bird's saying. But you watch the movies, and all the animals can talk to the other animals. Cows can talk to pigs. Pigs can talk to dogs. Dogs know what the chicken's saying.
Did you get Arlo's Disney Plus password?
No, I got my
information?
own Disney Plus password. But I just don't think that other animals can understand different species. But, I mean, apparently the rest of the world thinks it does based on movie Homeward Bound. Remember that? The cats and the dogs
Yeah.
talking to
Sassy.
each other?
I would
Sassy and Chance.
I would say your assessment of like completely understanding and knowing probably not correct, but I think their senses, their wild senses, they have an understanding.
So
May not be like exactly like, oh, Dave's thinking about eating a sandwich. No, but it's like I can tell by the way Dave looks,
Yeah.
he's hungry.
So watching dogs, like, just in our world. So when Monty and Murph come down to the road, which is sometimes,
Yeah.
which Gus, since he's been leashed back with his electronic fence, he doesn't really stray much farther than the trampoline or so. But then, like Ruby, she'll every now and then she'll get a wild hair
Rubes
up
has
her.
got a death wish.
Yeah, Ruby.
She'll
Sometimes
jump out and chase a little bit.
Sometimes she gets her old ass wobbled up there to the mailbox and stuff and says hi and does a little bit of car chasing still. But the interaction between two dogs, I think it's so like as far as like just dogs in general.
Dog.
I think it's more of like a dominance thing. So like they come up, do some ass sniffing. You know, because I mean that's what they do. They sniff each other's ass, you know, kind of like see what's going down. And then I think that they can respond to one another like just off of their smell or their mannerisms or like the way they their tail wags or the hair on the back of their neck stands up, or if they start like showing their teeth. You know, like they really start showing you their teeth. You know, it's time to put up or shut up, boy, because we're getting ready to get her going here.
I know that's the dog look, but your look makes me not think that it's time to put up a shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how I really show my teeth, though. But anyway, as far as like dogs communicating with cats, or
Yeah.
I don't think cows talk to chickens.
But see, I don't think so either.
I don't
but
know.
any movie
Yeah.
or cartoon you ever watched.
Because I don't really think a cow gives a flying F what a chicken's
No,
pecking
probably
around
not.
on. Or like one of those birds that land on a cow's back when they're out in the pasture and the cow's swatting them off of him. No, they don't give a shit. They're just looking for the next blade of grass.
So let me
to chomp
take
on.
this to the next level.
Let's go ahead. Take it up. Pump it up. Pump up the jam.
So I once with a buddy from Crawfordsville, he sent me some guitar licks, and I put some lyrics to it, and it's called "Bird on the Wire."
Oh, yeah. It's a good song. I've heard it.
"Bird on a Wire," rather. But anyway, that song is about wanting to know what it's like living life through a bird's eyes.
Yeah.
You think there's any critters out there? Because we know that there's some of them monkeys is pretty smart, and them dolphins is pretty smart. You think any of them ever look at humans and be like, man, that'd be cool? Because I'm pretty sure everybody's like, man, that'd be like, okay, not everybody. 80%, I bet, of people think it'd be cool to fly.
Yeah.
But you think birds ever go, man, I wish I had thumbs?
Maybe. Well, they kind of do
That's
with their
absolutely
claws.
mind-blowing, dude.
Yeah.
Did you get into the gummies again, Dave? What the hell?
Wow. I wish I could. But
That's literally where my mind was going. Was like,
I've never
I
thought
don't,
about that.
I don't know if I've.
Care that much? I think maybe that's where I'm at.
Shut up,
I
Casey.
am
Shut
gonna go ahead
up.
and be the stick in the mud.
Wow.
The hair in the ham salad, whatever it
Hashtag
is.
wet blanket.
I am
Hair in
just
the
gonna
ham
say I
salad, is that
really-
what he said?
yeah.
Hey, by the way, ham salad from Merkley's. Holy shit.
Good stuff.
I
It is
ate
awesome.
2 tubs of that shit couple weeks ago.
I don't know if
Wowzers.
that's healthy.
I don't give a
But
I don't give a frick.
I just don't know that I worry about what it's like.
You know the videos of the monkey? So there was a video of a chimpanzee that was like, I think this chimp was like 50 some years old. Like it was an old ass gray chimp. And its original handler, I guess you would say.
Oh,
It was in German. It was in Germany, and this dude was like 80 some years old, and this chimp was like not doing good. Like
Yeah, it was on deathbed.
It was
Deathbed.
not doing good. Like it was on its way to check out. And
Little
this
monkey
guy,
heaven.
and they said this guy, this German monkey dude, had not seen this chimp for like 35,
years. Yeah.
some 30 some years. Like it's been forever.
Yeah.
And when that chimp saw that guy,
It wept.
it was nutty. Like it
But
was.
it's the smell.
But I don't give a damn.
I
It's-
don't think you smell the same after 30 years.
I don't give a damn
I
if
bet.
I bet that son of a bitch reek like mothballs, like old people. But what my thing is like I don't
like
care.
old people.
I don't. It doesn't matter if the smell or the
Metamucil
sight
Geritol.
or the sound of its voice or anything. 30 some years, a wild animal,
I bet you wouldn't remember me after 30 years.
huh?
You might remember me, but you wouldn't be able to see me coming in out of nowhere and be like, oh, that's Dave.
Bullshit.
You know what you think?
I guarantee you I can. Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
My dad's my dad's in their 60s.
So what I'm showing them
That's a
is
gorilla.
right now, and the gorilla is doing sign language to say, no, I can't take food from visitors at the zoo. And
That's
it's
what I'm saying, dude.
It's pretty
Okay.
evident that gorilla knows what's going on because
Right.
it's like,
Well, look
And
at
the-
it. It
the
looks to me
cat-
like a little
start you
portly
Shaking his head
hey,
no.
the caption, the best part is the caption says, nah, we got food at home.
But going back, and it just solidifies the point. Like chimpanzees, gorillas, like it's a slippery slope to get into the whole evolution thing and all that jazz. But I'm just saying, like, it's mind blowing. That chimpanzee, when it recognized that old freaking dusty old German dude walking in that thing, it like just big old gator tears, and like it reached its arm out for a hug, and
He pulled out a Glock and put it down.
goddamn Harambe!
Jesus.
No, yeah, soulless bastard. He's all out, and that's fine. It's very evident. But I think it's
No,
wild.
I'm
man.
not
It's wild.
all out
Oh,
on
no,
it. I'm
it's
just
okay.
saying I
It's okay
don't-
that you are.
All
That's
right.
fine.
Anyway,
Go back to sleep, wet blanket.
It's that time for
down.
everybody's
This
favorite
thing is-
segment.
What about
this
the
thing is
videos?
showing emotion. And
What
he's
about the
talking about pulling a
videos?
Glock out.
What about the videos of the dogs? And the
Just wagging her little ass.
yeah, or like when like the guys go, yeah, like on a 2 or 3 year deployment, like the soldiers, like it was really prominent early, a couple years ago, like when guys would go on big deployments and they would come home after like being gone for 2 or 3 years, and them dogs would just obviously they get a little excited when the UPS guy comes up the driveway. Let's not discredit that whole new thing.
You guys ever see this? It's the fox and the badger. They're
Oh
buddies.
yeah, see that's the thing right
They're
there.
buddies.
Maybe they're talking. Maybe they can.
See?
Yeah, they're buddies. Like, hey, come on, dude.
Let's go.
It's fine this way.
Yeah,
come on.
That
You know,
fox
maybe
leads
my-
that badger down to that hole, and there's a bunch of other foxes waiting to jump his ass.
I'm a hound dog. Woo!
Man,
hound dog.
Lindemann is out.
I know.
That fox,
Maybe my
that
thing
fox
with
pulled a
dogs
Glock
now,
on the badger.
You
him down.
you just made a point. My first dog that was my dog. Mm-hmm. The day I don't know what you call it. Finished 5th grade, graduated 5th grade.
Yeah.
My mom left me home alone for the first time. She's like, "Hey, I got to go somewhere.
You're a
stay
man.
home
You
alone?"
graduated from
That's
5th
right.
grade.
And she left with my sister. My stepdad was at work, and she came home with this little brown and black puppy, little mutt puppy. Her name's Madison.
Uh-huh.
And that was my dog, and I had her all the way. I didn't take her to college. She died while I was in college.
Oh, it's a shame.
But there's just never going to be another dog the rest of
They say you get
forever.
one. They say you get
Like the
one.
rest of forever, there'll never be another dog. There.
Ruby's mine.
Yeah?
I think I already got it determined.
Yeah, that was Madison. There's just never going to be another one.
Right.
Yeah.
She was a good girl.
Is it that time?
It's that
is.
time.
Let's do it.
Man, do we
It-
ever end on a sad note like that? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill it with my
No,
dog.
but we're gonna
No, we
we're
got a
gonna
few
bring it back
segments
to
left
laughs
here.
Oh,
here.
that's true,
Yeah,
that's
it'll be
true.
okay. We're not ending yet.
No.
It is time for everybody's favorite segment. It is the Merkley and Sons Choice Cuts Questions of the Week
For
for
the
the fellas. Brought to you by our friends
At
John
Merkley's.
Boy and Bradley.
And their whole
at
fam
Merkley.
down there.
Oh, it's a whole operation. So this is a big welcome to the Merkley and Sons Choice Cuts Questions of the Week for the Fellas, brought to you by Merkley and Sons, the ultimate destination for those meat-loving connoisseurs. For over
Sounds like a sandals resort.
It's like a cruise.
Yeah. For over 65 years, Merkley and Sons has been a trusted name in the meat industry, known for their natural casing hot dogs and award-winning deli meats, sausages, brats, and smoked products. But the retail selection doesn't stop there. With Merkley and Sons, you can trust you're getting the best of the best. Visit John Boy and Bradley over there on a Sunday or Saturday. They're not there on a
they're
Sunday.
closed on Sundays.
Saturday at their retail location to experience the difference for yourself. If you can't make it to the retail store in Jasper to see John Boy and Bradley, check out one of your local grocers. It's a good possibility they carry
I guarantee it.
Merkley meat products. So
Hell yeah.
big thank you to Merkley and Sons.
We appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah, we do.
Good guess.
Bradley and John Boy, we get to see you guys soon. I can't wait.
Yeah.
So I've got an anonymous
Ooh, wow.
an anonymous
First
choice
timer.
cut question of the week for the fellas. One anonymous question that
Just
is
one.
and then I got another one
Oh, that's not anonymous.
that's not anonymous.
Okay.
So this anonymous question came up, and there was a conversation about shaft extensions for golf.
Oh, yeah.
And so somebody asked, well, if you would describe your personal life in the bedroom, what flavor of ice cream would it be? So like vanilla, or is it kind of, risque, like
I'm lactose intolerant.
Rocky Road? That's a tough spot.
Oh, wow, Casey. This is, we're
The
dipping.
innuendos are deep.
Yeah.
We're double dipping here.
We're dipping our toes into some pretty.
But somebody wanted to know. I think some cold beverages were involved when the question was asked, but they wanted to know
female
how
or male?
It's anonymous.
It was a combination.
Oh,
it's not
God.
anonymous.
It's a group.
Dang.
It's a group.
I was like,
Do we know on the for real who it is then?
Oh yeah, I was there for the conversation. I'm just protecting.
Oh.
I am protecting the names of those that wish to remain innocent.
okay.
Gotcha.
But how would you describe your love life in flavors of ice cream?
Wow.
Yeah.
This
See,
is tough.
throw one out there.
Arlo,
Arlo.
you're first.
No, it's funny because we were talking about me and ice cream earlier, so it's
I'm lactose
All
intolerant.
of it ties in.
Yeah.
pass on to somebody else.
Oh, bull honky.
Yeah, Arlo.
Bull butter. So let's set some parameters here.
Set some parameters.
So like vanilla would be more
plain Jane.
Yeah, like a. I was going to reference the Amish, but I don't know why that is.
I'd not dip your toes in that water.
And what would be more of the?
More of
The
the
opposite
Rocky
end?
Road. Rocky Road.
Rocky Road.
Yeah.
Road. And I don't think Rocky Road.
That's an extreme ice cream.
Nah, I
A
mean,
lot going on with it.
A lot. I mean,
A little bit exotic there.
yeah, exotic.
Good butter pecan.
Wow. Huh. Not banana, I'll tell you that. Good God, this is incriminating as shit.
Oh, well.
These are waters that usually
You
don't
could-
get swam
this,
in.
this anonymous fan needs to chill.
Hey, you can.
TFO, bro.
If they want to know how long I got my shaft extended, I mean, good God. I don't know. I'm going to say I'll just Neapolitan. It's
That's exactly what I wrote down.
Yeah, situational. It's going to be situational.
Neapolitan.
I'm more. We're more of a Neapolitan type deal there.
Not
Neapolitan.
we are, but yeah, I'm on the I'd say that.
If me and Dave were straight chocolate, that's that's awful. Holy shit!
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Neapolitan.
All right, Lindemann, you're up.
Oh, I straight up think it's, Rocky Road is.
Ooh.
I think it is. Either that or good moose tracks, because I like.
We call that moose knuckle in the Master House. Moose knuckle.
Hey, so
I was expecting Superman ice cream out of somebody.
the Cookie Monster.
So really, thanks for that anonymous question that came in.
Yeah, whoever
SpongeBob
you are.
So
fellow wanderer.
the true Merkley and Sons choice cut questions of the week for the fellas comes from a very avid listener of the show,
Good.
our friend Seth Clem.
All right.
Oh, hey, Seth.
And I believe Seth Clem
He's
is
a
part of that
DuBois County block and brick boy. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
so I saw Mr. Leroy Vogler last night, and he said, I can see them guys sitting over there working.
Morning, James. That's for Lee. He'll get it. He'll
okay.
get it. You won't. That's okay.
But he said he could see them over there just laughing their ass off, and they'll send a Snapchat, and it'll be just wandering. So,
That's right.
Seth, thanks for being a big fan of the show.
Oh,
Thanks to DuBois County Block and Brick and our buddy. You would get along with Lee.
Oh, yeah.
And he said that if you ever short a card player, he's a good card player.
Oh, yeah, he
like the
is.
card.
He's a good card player.
Big euchre guy.
So our buddy Seth sent a question way back in December, and he sent some more in February. But I wanted to tie into this one here. So the Brettsville Junction, we're all familiar with. It's a local little intersection, 64 Highway Indiana Highway 64 and Indiana 62. Or is it 162? 62.
It might be
162.
162.
It's the
Yeah.
Brettsville Junction. We all know.
Yeah,
It's the
we all know
Brettsville
it is.
Junction, yeah.
Well, they're going to turn that bad boy into a roundabout.
Hell
my
yeah.
God.
How do we feel about that?
Hell
in on
yeah.
roundabouts.
I'm all in.
I'm all in on roundabouts, too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Even up there?
Here's the deal, though. Here's a very strict stipulation for our trucker buddies. Just keeping our trucker buddies in mind. If you're going to make a roundabout, especially on that thoroughfare,
You got to make it wide.
you got to make that sumbitch big enough for a 53-footer to make it through there.
Yeah.
Because if not,
It's going to be
your
terrible.
curbs are going to be shot.
Yeah.
You're going to lose signs, not to mention the damage of the trailers and all the work that's going to come up with them guys.
Now,
But
what's your strategy when you come through a roundabout? Because I'm 100 miles an hour.
Oh, I hammer down.
I'm
Yeah.
that guy that I'm going to shoot through and be aggressive to get through the roundabout.
yeah, yield means you go first if you're last, or if you're not last.
One
Yeah.
of my first experiences on a roundabout.
Was last week.
No, it's probably 8 years ago. Longer than that. Maybe 10. But we went down to the Newport Aquarium with the kids.
Oh.
And there was one right there where it got busy. And there was some person that had
Talking in the microphone.
stopped. Because I didn't know if they had the right of way or not.
They got flipped
no.
out.
But
Like, what
it
do I
is-
do? What do I do? What
That's
do I do?
the only bad thing about a roundabout is one person. It does not take long to ruin it for everybody.
Kind of like a revolving
And
They
then
gotta
door.
you're
learn.
just like
They gotta learn.
Yeah, you're just stuck and like gridlocked, and it was so hard to get out of it because this one person just didn't know what to do.
Kind of like a revolving door. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a
You're
big,
screwed.
I'm a big fan. How do you feel about it?
I mean, I'm indifferent. I shoot through there all the time. Like, I get that it's a dangerous intersection, but I think sometimes not to knock the engineering profession, but just because you can make it make
Looks good
sense
on
on paper,
Yeah.
that it doesn't mean in reality. But we'll see what it is. I'll
We-
be open
we-
to
I'm
it.
a fan
we
of
deal
them
with
because
that a
I
lot.
feel like that your worst fuel mileage you get is going from a dead stop to any speed at all. So in a roundabout, you can kind of slow down and keep her going, and you don't have to get all that mass moving from a stop.
Well, not necessarily. If you're dealing with somebody else that's moving slow as shit, you're still going to stop and then
And
have to
I just
reset.
don't
but
know
it's
about
less
that area,
likely
like,
than a stop.
You're
one
right.
stoplight.
When they
You're
get
right.
done with school up there, like there's a lot of traffic up there. It's a lot of
So I
volume.
lived I lived in Castleton area of Indy, but it's right by Fishers
Yeah.
and Carmel.
Yeah.
Where it's the land of roundabouts.
The Carmel Marathon probably has at least three roundabouts.
There's roundabouts everywhere, and when
Yeah.
it's busy, traffic still flows. Like that's
Yeah.
the beauty of roundabouts.
That's
That's
the
the
beauty,
beauty
of
of
it.
Beauty of roundabouts.
But another area they're putting a roundabout is Bushcutters, because I go through there with my
I
kids
think
for
that'll
school.
be a great one too.
That intersection scares the absolute crap out of me.
Because you can't see people coming from the.
If
from
you're
the
go
west.
through
going
the-
north on and trying to cross over, that's a tight one.
Yeah.
Because that house there,
By
that one's-
Bushcutters.
Bushcutters
So where
Nursery.
I take my boys to Jasper,
Yeah.
I have to go past Bushcutters and I cross whatever that road is that goes to Ireland.
57.
Yeah, thank you. And it's diagonal. It's diagonal. So if you're going across, there
It's
is
tough to
a church,
see
and it's
the
rough.
people coming like from Merkley's.
And it's busy.
Gotcha.
And so they're supposed to get that one by 2026, and they can't build it soon enough, in my opinion. Because
Yeah,
I'm
I
always
think
like,
that'll
I'm
be
gonna
a
get
very
freaking
good one
T-boned.
right there because I don't think it gets too congested there ever. I mean, it comes in waves, but it'll be good
Yeah,
to
it does.
slow everybody
in the morning,
down.
it's really bad.
Yeah. So continuing on, here's the rest of the remainder. Favorite barbecue joint?
Oh,
I don't know that I have one.
no.
Me neither.
I've got one.
Okay.
So it's not local, and it's only Monday through Friday. It's in Nashville, and it's called Texas. TEX apostrophe S, and it is east of downtown. And if you search Texas famous barbecue, you can find it. It's like the buffet style,
Oh,
God.
and it is only open lunch, only Monday through Friday, and it's awesome. So all the celebrities will have pictures like on the wall and stuff, and you really don't ever hear about it. So
I mean, I don't know that there's
I'm not a fan of a barbecue joint.
because I just
I'm
I
out-
like
I'm-
barbecue. Like I like smoking stuff.
I am all out on barbecue, like at a restaurant, because I have married into a family that has created me to be a barbecue snob,
Yeah.
and I can only eat barbecue
You
or
think,
or barbecued products from my father-in-law, Jay
You
Maxey.
think Maxie would like be down to come out to 1025 and let's just have a Sunday fun day and him cooking and we just,
Yeah.
or a Saturday fun day?
100%, yeah.
so I,
the barbershop's closed
because
on-
I've never met Maxie.
The barbershop's closed on Mondays.
well, and I think the thing about
we'll fix that.
barbecue joints is unless they're like odd places like that, like where they open up at 11 and once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
Like I think it's hard to do like a sit down restaurant that's quality barbecue.
As a kid, I grew up going to Shiler's in
Yeah.
Evansville.
Well, like Moonlight Barbecue down in Evansville, same thing.
Owensboro.
Owensboro,
Moonlight
yeah.
was in Owensboro. Same with me. As a kid, I grew up going to several other barbecue spots, but then as a high schooler, when I met my wife, and game over, dude.
Yeah.
Game
Now,
over.
I will say this: I never like if everybody wants to go to a barbecue restaurant, I'll go.
Yeah.
I'm not
yes.
going to pick one.
No.
But you get me to a town festival type of situation.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
somebody rolls in as a vendor and they've got their smoker set up
Yes.
on the back
Yeah.
on a trailer.
Yeah.
I'll hit that up
Me
first.
too.
But-
Yeah. But as far as like
Right.
not to name drop, but I'll just name drop for conversation's sakes, but like a Missions barbecue.
yeah,
Or like a Wolf's or a Bandanas or,
Yep.
or just some of those local spots that we have. Like
Yep. No interest.
we're
in
not
going.
gonna make a special trip to go to one of those.
no,
Yeah.
they do great, but they're
Yeah, just not my thing.
Eat or drink soup.
It's both.
Well, but I think what he's saying is like, are you actively like spooning or
Oh yeah.
are you like from a thermos or something like that?
situational.
I
Depends
agree.
on the soup.
Say miso soup that I get from like a
Oh yeah, that's just straight up drinking
miso
out of the
soup
saucer.
that I'll get from a Japanese restaurant that'll come with like some small squares of tofu, some fresh green onion, and maybe some floating mushrooms. That's going down like a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
If
Well,
I'm
that's kind of
eating-
like egg drop soup.
Similar, but if I'm eating like chili
With no noodles.
without
Chili's
no
not a
noodles.
soup.
without
No noodles.
noodles.
Chili's not a soup.
Just don't worry.
Anyway, if
Yeah.
I'm eating chicken noodle soup,
Yep.
like especially some of the chicken noodle soup that I got this past weekend from our friends at the
Mine's-
Holland
mine's gone.
Mine's too. We got
Freaking gone.
We got 2 gallons of it, dude, and we smashed it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
But anyway, you can't drink it. Like you have to
Yeah,
have a
it's thick.
spoon. That's like a
chicken
heavy
gnocchi.
a heavy back gnocchi. You got to have a heavy back soup to get through it. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
situational for me.
beef or deer jerky.
God,
Arlo, what do you think?
Bofa.
Yeah, I'm indifferent.
You?
I mean, I eat
Our friends at Mingy.
3.5 ounces of beef jerky every week, and I have for the last
22 weeks.
20 some weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm a pretty big pro. But But the cool thing about beef jerky is the individuality of each or deer jerky that I've ever had.
Yeah.
And I think I'm more deer jerky than beef just because I like the differentiality of it.
I always like when someone's like, "Hey, try my deer jerky."
Exactly.
I made. I'm
It's
like,
like
"Oh
a-
yeah!" Like I'm
It's
all-
almost like our stickers, or like if you were to go to a party and snag a random koozie that a beer can was left in, or you know what I mean. Like it's just a different thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing, like an offering.
I mean, I like that. Like to your point, deer jerky, but I love what our buddy Cordo gives us from Mingy.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
If you are cooking for only yourself, what is your favorite dish to make, Arlo?
Tough one.
Yeah, that's really hard, actually. So, if it's just me,
Yeah.
eating is an inconvenience. I will make like something stupid, like eggs, and I'll just eat and be done and move on. Like literally, or it could be, yeah.
Don't tell me like a bowl of cereal or something.
No, I don't eat much
Yeah.
cereal.
He's
Which-
lactose tolerant, man.
Lactose tolerant.
Intolerant.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't.
Same with me. If it was me, like last night, for prime example, took the kids after baseball practice and all that stuff, went through Wendy's, got them biggie bags. I didn't get anything. The warden was coming back from Heavensville late. She was going to stop somewhere and get herself something to eat. So I was only in charge of myself. 95% of the time, I have a bag of chicken nuggets in the freezer. So I usually put chicken nuggets in the air fryer,
Good choice.
get them going, and then I make a salad. Just because people think I'm stupid, or they're not going to believe me, but like salad is probably top 5 things that I like to eat, believe it or not.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, so I'm a huge salad guy. So I take chicken nuggets and put some sort of like Hooter sauce or B-dubs or Frankie's Red or something on there to jazz up the nug, and have that with a fresh salad. And that's usually my go-to if I'm by myself.
I didn't take you for a salad guy. So
Oh,
yeah,
God,
I'm
dude.
surprised.
Smoke. What about you?
one or two. So it's either leftovers.
Oh yeah.
This is always an option. But my two go-tos, if there's no leftovers, are chicken nugs, because we always have them.
Yep.
I'll make 6 of them to 9 of them, and that makes 2 to 3 buffalo chicken ranch wraps. So I'll throw ranch.
Oh, tortillas.
Yep,
Yeah,
tortillas,
dog.
some Franks, some ranch, some cheese, and some lettuce.
Yep.
Or I'll do the Merkley's Franks in the air fryer, 2 or 3 of those with some of that hot mustard I got in there.
Oh,
So it just kind of depends on what's
Yep.
in the freezer,
Yeah.
but that's
Yep.
my go-to.
This is going to be weird, but
Oh, boy.
like a grilled cheese or a
Oh,
hot
yeah.
ham and cheese.
Yep.
And if we've got some like Progresso like soup,
yeah.
and like let's say we got some tomato in there,
Yep.
like I love it. Or I'll just get it and then I'll just throw some ketchup on there and
Oh, yeah.
dip or some French.
Are you a grilled cheese in ketchup guy?
Yeah.
Me too. My wife looks at me like I've got 5 heads.
So
Yeah.
I've never had it, but listen to you guys say it, I definitely want to try it.
Oh,
It's-
What
God.
about spicy ketchup?
I've never had it.
You've never had
What's
spicy,
spicy
ketchup?
ketchup?
They sell it, and you can just take hot sauce and mix it in your
Oh,
ketchup. and
yeah,
blend
yeah,
it. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they sell spicy ketchup.
Yeah, I've never. If Bush Latte didn't exist anymore,
Oh,
the world's ended. What would be your go-to beer?
how big a rope you got in here?
That's not how big the
I'd
rope
worry about
is.
the rafters.
How big's a tree? How big's a tree?
Arlo, if ranch water didn't exist anymore, what would be your go-to drink?
God, I don't know. Jack Daniels?
Attaboy.
Vodka tonic with as many limes as you could fit in the cup.
Well, I think it was.
I was thinking I had to pick another
Well, it was
beer.
go-to beer.
Oh, beer.
Arlo.
Go-to beer.
Yeah.
Go-to beer.
Well, because I said you don't drink beer, so
So
I-
he's Jack Daniels. He's out on beer because we all know he's got a big belly issue. So
Well,
he
no,
said,
his belly's not big.
No,
He's got gut issues.
He's got a
like belly problem.
yeah.
Okay, you're right. Arlo,
He's got a
for all
substantial
those
belly
listeners that
problem.
have never seen Arlo, he is not a big guy.
No, he doesn't. Fit
He is
the,
a strapping man that is full of
Piss
pure
and vinegar.
frickin'
And
Matt's
loves,
He
He
won't
he
get you.
loves
Like
to
he's
eat
got
pineapple.
a long
We don't need to go
shaft.
down
He
that
don't
road.
need
He's no shaft extension
no shaft
there.
extension needed for Arlo.
Yeah.
Good looking son of a bitch
Yeah.
for sure. So anyway, Arlo's gonna do that because he can't drink beer.
He doesn't drink beer.
Yeah. So he's going Jack Daniels. If I'm gonna drink my second beer, because Busch Light doesn't involve. I don't even want those words to come out of my mouth. So I used to dip my toes in the Miller Lite waters a little bit back in the day.
Yeah.
But I got to a point where, like, I think it's because it's a Pilsner, it makes me get a headache. So I guess if that was the case, I'd probably go Mick Ultra.
Yeah. What about you?
Before Busch Light, I was a Budweiser guy. Out there in California, I had a Miller Genuine Draft and like that a
That's
lot.
what I say. That's probably where Casey's going.
High Life for Miller Genuine Draft. And I drink Busch Light and Michelob Ultra interchangeably. So Seth, thanks for the question.
Great question, Seth.
Appreciate everything
Hell
you guys
yeah,
do
man.
with the Block and Brick. And he asked about sending us a case of beer. We'll never turn that down.
No way, dude.
Hell no.
No.
So here we go. The last pass presented to you by our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power. Hopf Outdoor Power carries the iconic orange Kubota tractors. They also carry fine mowing machines from Cub Cadet, amazing side-by-sides from Polaris, and all the Echo brands you could think of, including chainsaws and weed eaters. Our friends at Hopf provide sales, service, and parts. They are the purveyors of new equipment and also have an excellent selection in their used inventory. Fair on price and excellent on service, your next lawnmower, tractor, or side-by-side should be purchased from our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power. The sales team there wanted us to remind you of their upcoming open house on Saturday, April 1st. Normal business hours there. And rumor is we may be there trying to lend a hand to the sales team
Never
on the
know.
floor.
You might see it.
Trying to
Maybe
sell
some crowd.
something.
Might see the
So,
Dutchman.
Arlo, final thoughts, buddy.
Yeah, I wasn't really prepared for this. Yeah, I'm just, having fun.
Yay.
We're. I guess I need to start running. That's
2 weeks, buddy.
Is it only 2 weeks?
When this comes out, because this will be the 24th.
Shit, I'm gonna be.
And then the 31st, and then the you're 2 weeks.
Yeah, just when you go for those walks at lunch or whenever you decide to go outside, just pick it up a notch.
Look at just a slight jog.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a nice slight jump.
Hey,
yeah.
wind's going to be at your back on April 7th.
Yeah, I'll get
for sure.
I'll get the tailwinds. We'll be
Yeah,
all right.
there you go. What about you, Big Mace?
So number one, if anybody heard that werewolf in the background during
That's
Casey's
old Dr. Dre.
Casey's ad read, don't mind that. There's not a real werewolf at the lounge. We'd have no worry about that. But my final thought this week was sent to me by a very avid wanderer.
Shouldn't it be your final thought?
It is my final thought,
Okay.
but my final thought is for her.
Oh, okay.
My final thought is that there will be a benefit for another wanderer who's got some is battling that big C word. Miss Barb Bullock and her sister Nikki Perry reached out to me and wanted everybody to know that on May 13th at the Holland Legion from 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock, they're going to have a benefit down there for Barbie because she needs some help. And she's battling some cancer stuff, and they're going to have a big banger down there at the Legion for her. So
Good.
they're going to have meals down there. They're going to have a bake sale. There's live music there's music from 12 to 2, and it's going to be a good time. And I guarantee you that the Dutchman will be there. So my final thought is if you need help to a certain extent, or if there's something that I can do personally, because I'm not going to offer up anybody else's time. I'm speaking for myself on this one. Hit me up, man. We'll do what we can do to make sure that you, and that's same thing. We talked about this 17,000 times about Smokers Lounge having an open door, mental health issues. A guy I worked with in my previous career decided to check out this, here recently, and I just, it blows my mind every time I hear about it. But if just call, man, just if anything, pick up your phone, call, ask somebody, because it's it ain't worth it. I know that's kind of a sad deal to end on, but hey, I'm going to get my golf clubs extended. I'm ready to play golf. Teddy Hoops, you better strap up and get ready to roll because I'm about ready to go out and beat
Teddy's
it around.
a scratch golfer.
I'm
He ain't
ready
worried about
to
your
go
ass.
out and beat it around on H track.
Yeah, you're going to beat it around.
Hell yeah. Thanks for listening, fellas. Smoke what you got.
Hey, here we are. We're on the cusp of spring. I can smell it in the air when I step outside.
Oh,
I'm getting
yeah.
all excited about it. We've got kids in baseball and softball, kids in baseball and t-ball, coach in baseball, young kids at home. We've got kids at home. I'm not even sure what's going on in Ireland because I'm so wrapped up in daggone Holland. So I think we're gonna be doing some scheduling things here. We're not gonna miss your episode. It'll always be out on Friday, but I feel like it is gonna be a hectic 8 or 9 weeks.
We'll get through
for
it.
the Dutchmen.
Strap in.
So for
Stay
all you wanderers out
focused.
there, hey, we're putting in the hours. We're putting in the time trying to still hit your Friday mornings so you can be ending the week out with a good wander with the boys.
And
here.
if you're
So-
an avid listener of the show and you see one of the women folk that are involved with the Wanderers, just give them
give him a pat on the back.
tell them thank you.
Tell me how much you appreciate
Yeah, that's right.
our quality content.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I got.
Yeah, that's good. Try to end it on a great note. Damn, this is amazing. More and more people are doing it. They're finding out about us. They're listening. They're loving. And when you see somebody new that's liked
Oh, yeah.
the
That's cool
page,
stuff.
like it's cool, especially when it's somebody we don't know. But I just got to give a shout out to my wife. She doesn't listen to the show, but
That way, when she does go back in
Yeah.
the
We should
archives
send her a
and sees
card.
all the positivity, you're in good shape, bro.
out,
yeah, I
You're
gave you a
good. You're
shout
good.
out,
You're
sweetheart.
good.
But she truly, I don't know how to say it, but she truly allows me to be me and do what I want to do to an extent. She always knows that she's just got to
You got a
ask,
pretty
and I'm
long
there.
leash.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things. Appreciate the people that are in your life, and appreciate those ones that support you. Doesn't have to be your wife; could be siblings or whatever, because it means a lot. And just damn, we're good. Dutchman out.
Dutchman out.